I know you guys love when I reorganize handouts, so I did it. You will find your androids and bots in a subcategory of characters named
Oh,
browser
Jesus
androids and
Christ, you did
bots.
actually make them look like us.
Hooray!
Kind of.
Janitors, so janitor Jack.
At least one of them looks like Walter.
No. That's exactly like him. In fact,
No. Just enough different that it's not exact, but everybody thinks he looks exactly the same.
yeah.
I mean, we
There
don't
we go.
know. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen him in a while, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even give the ship androids proper names?
No,
What
that's
the
for
hell?
you guys to do.
All right.
So we're just gonna call those ones Janitor Zoe, Janitor Walter, and Janitor Jai.
All right.
JJ,
Yeah.
JW, and JZ.
Now, the first one.
JJ.
All right. So here's my suggestions. Zoe Janitor, we'll call Joey. Janitor Walter is Jolter, and Janitor Jai is Janitor.
Dr. Yanni Tor.
Yeah, there we go.
Dr. Yanni Tor. Yai Tor. Nah.
Who's with me on that?
I'm with you on the first two.
Who's with
I'm
you?
still
I've
not
already
set on
changed
I'm
it.
not set on Jai.
Yeah, Jai's a little trickier because his name starts with J, so it doesn't work as well. There we go. Wait, why is Ginator the only one you've changed?
Oh, because it's a slow process.
Okay.
It is. It really is.
There we go. Jolter and Joey.
Yep. And janitor or janitor, Jane is actually a word.
Yep. Janitor. There we go.
That is awful.
Yes, it is.
Guess we can remove this guy now.
Which means we need to give the ship androids names.
Do
Yep.
we?
Why don't we do that
Yep.
after the session? You guys can talk about what you want to name the ship androids, the security bots, and the repair bot, if you want to name them at all.
We'll think about it later.
All right. Okay. So, we are on the 22nd of March. Zoe has returned from vacation with her father and then returned from the disturbing scene in what was past Zoe's bedroom. Zoe has numerous messages from Nemesis about the other space project, or not the space project, sorry, the Broodmother project. Wanting some mechanical assist on that. And she also has a message from Harry asking to come talk to him.
Okay. I look at all the messages from Nemesis, and then I look at the one message from Harry. Then I look at all the messages from Nemesis, and I put them in a folder by themselves, and I go see what Harry... No, I'm just kidding. I'll go find out what Nemesis wants. I'm already here.
Yeah, you want in the heist too.
Yeah, so it's Nemesis in space?
No,
Nemesis in space. No, I'm on planet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really just like, working remotely on the Broodmother project at this point.
I go find her and be like, what do you want?
Oh, right. I guess now we're working on a heist. But
Oh my god.
I show you the specs for the Broodmother. I can't
Okay.
figure out these parts. Can you help me with my project? Wink, wink.
Notario looks past Zoe as the two are talking.
Who?
Eva Maria Notario is in the hotel with Nemesis and Charlie. I'll move you guys.
Person that flew us down.
Oh, okay. Then let me close all these million
Yes.
things. There we
You're
go.
on Lamy era. Illegal activities.
There you go. Staging hotel.
But it just said illegal activities.
Yeah, and then staging hotel covered that up because you never broadcast illegal activities.
Yeah, that's true. You know, there's a text option, right?
Yeah, but this is more fun.
That eagle looks ill.
It's the illegal activities in the worst color I could find.
That is a pretty bad color.
Anyway,
I'm just hoping you could speed along the project so that I can make drones faster.
well, yeah, I mean, you got some clear structural problems here, and this whole part's just not gonna fucking work at all. And I just rip off a corner of the plans.
Hey, I worked hard on that.
Well, I mean,
Okay, I was actually slacking on that part.
Alright, go ahead and make a int fix check for me.
watch that be the important part. This is with the time that I fail horribly.
It's like I had it for every year to lead it down.
Yep, that was the good part. We should have kept that
Yeah.
part. Shit.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You can use a reroll
mean,
here if you want.
Oh yeah. Of course, I can reroll it. Of course, I remember how to play this game. Shut up.
If you want to use a reroll on something so unimportant.
It's important to you, so it's important to me. There we go.
Mm,
It's not much better, but you know, it gets the job done.
it does.
I mean, if only we were trading this thing, then hilarious.
Suspicious rolls.
Suspicious rolls.
How important was that corner I ripped off?
I'd say it was about a 4 out of 12.
Yeah, about a 4 out of 12. So very important. Not sure how
Zoe's
this-
fix is still 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am ad-libbing also as we go along because I hadn't fully decided how assists on project will work. I just know that it's a roll to determine it's a roll to determine how many dice are rolled to determine how many days are taken off the project.
It's a dice roll to determine a dice roll to determine a dice roll.
Well, to modify a previous dice roll. Yeah. So
Look, I used my reroll, so you should use your
Oh.
reroll to get more days off because that's a terrible fucking roll. Oh boy. Anyway.
It is still going to take 7 days off the Broodmother project.
Yay.
Well, yeah, because we won't be working with that one corner that does nothing.
Yeah. You've
Saving the time of figuring out that it was useless.
yeah, you that's exactly what happened. You basically said that this entire section is unnecessary and you spent way too much time on it already.
Mm-hmm. But that's the part that makes it look cool. Well, I'm sorry, but it's useless. No aesthetics. Only function.
But it looked nice.
Yeah. Looks
I'll
great.
add it on later.
Sure. Look, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Okay. And as you guys kind of agreed before. You still don't know when the actual expected completion date is, but it is now 7 days closer.
Yay.
When after Notario stopped peering past Zoe fairly shortly in, once Nemesis and Zoe started talking design and plans, she went back to reading whatever she was reading on her compad.
What do I know about Notario?
Not a whole lot. Nemesis knows a fair
She-
amount about her.
She was certainly willing to join us on our heist.
Sick.
So she's apparently a I don't know, thrill seeker, maybe?
You wouldn't know it from looking at her. She's done pretty much nothing. And she's had a very flat reaction to most of these things.
Cool. Notario?
But she was
How's
very
it
willing
hanging?
to join us on a well, it may or may not be dangerous, but she's definitely willing to do the dangerous part from our conversations, right?
Yeah, she was willing to get into a little bit of danger. The most dangerous part is quite possibly trying to wrench the shuttle from securing clamps.
Yep.
Oh, maybe not
Well,
most
no, I
dangerous.
mean, you
That's
just
just
get a crowbar.
that's the emergency plan, of course. But
How are the what are the clamps clamping onto?
Landing gear.
Well, we have breakaway landing gear. It's fine. Why are you laughing?
Because I designed the Marauder.
that's true.
And
We
I
didn't build
made a
the
few modifications without telling you. Shut up.
without telling the GM.
What? What am I supposed
This
to
is-
speak to God?
This is
Hello,
where
God. It's me, Zoe.
Yes,
You know-
yes, you are.
situations like that though is one thing I really liked about like the fate system. She had like fate points where you could like legitimately say something like that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna spend
Yeah.
a fate point to say this is something that I did off screen.
Yeah.
Uh,
Although the one time I played Fate Shadowrun, somebody used it to be like, "Oh yeah, I hid explosives in your motorcycle," which I was like, "Are you
Like-
fucking kidding me?"
like
Wow.
PvP?
Yeah, they just blew
Oh.
me up.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem like
No, that's
Hmm.
yeah, that's
that
not
doesn't
right.
seem like the way it was supposed to be used. I'm pretty sure Fate's
Well,
designed to be collaborative storytelling, not
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
well-
it's the kind of storytelling.
What Xander isn't telling us here is that he was riding away on his motorcycle after slaughtering the rest of the party.
No, no, just leaving them for dead. I didn't kill them myself.
Oh. Well, I guess
Look,
that's a little
I
different.
just had a bag full of money, and I was riding out of town without, telling them that it was also their money. Don't worry about it. Look, the whole point of that game is you do the heist, and then afterwards you betray each other.
I mean,
I just didn't
that's it.
realize that the rules were going to make it so freaking easy to get, re-backstabbed.
Well, I mean, it makes sense too, though. They tended to betray you too, probably.
Yeah. No, it was funny. I had a good time. I just thought it was funny.
Was Zoe
Because
saying
I
something?
literally was like, haha.
I've gotten away. It's like, I thought the head. I use a fate point.
Damn it.
I don't know.
And that's
One
when
thing
you
that
need-
I've always disliked about that doesn't gel with my style.
Well, it'll be weird because I mean, I guess in that your response then is use a fate point to say that you found and disarmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like I use a fate point to like survive the explosion or whatever. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
That would be a little more epic than saying, I use a fate point to say it didn't happen. It's more like I use a fate point to jump away at the last second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like knowing the course of events too much. I don't really like retroactive continuity very much
Yeah.
because my brain just goes into this direction of, well, why did the character never have an opportunity to discover them up until now?
I'd say
It's a
retroactive continuity is fine in
if you're not doing PvP, just because like there'll be characters or there'll be things your characters know that you, the player, wouldn't, just because.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. That's
Well, and
definitely.
there's also things like I really like, oh god, what is it? In the Sprawl, they have this thing called a gear, which is just a token that you can just turn in for any piece of gear, which is really great because it really fits into that theme of like in heist movies where you don't know the plan in a heist movie. If you know the plan in a heist movie, that's not the plan that's actually going to work.
Right. Yeah, I think Blades in the Dark does something similar, where like half the game is just flashbacks to you preparing for it as the
Yeah.
heist is actually going on.
Mm.
Yeah, because I mean, what literally watch any heist movie. If you know the plan, that's not the plan.
All right, let's refocus here. Was Zoe saying something to Notario?
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask her how she found the Marauder.
She
Is it flying good?
yeah,
I'm
she
engaging in conversation with my employee.
she drops down her compad and whatever she was reading on it, and looks over. It flies smooth.
Yeah. I mean, it's got that hitch in the starboard engine bay that I haven't managed to work out yet.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, I mean that's all you can do. Although I would like to fix it. You got any ideas?
I didn't even notice it.
The Princess and the Pea situation.
Are you making a joke?
Yes, obviously.
Are you the pea or the princess?
Oh, jeez. Notario, never mind. Yeah,
she
I was
busts a
fucking walk
smile.
away. Oh, good one. You got me. Hilarious.
I'll keep a feel out for it when we're
Yeah.
flying away.
If you have any thoughts, let me know.
Okay.
No, Nemesis, you can't use titanium struts there. That won't fucking. And then I go back to the
It'll be
titanium
fine.
struts. Titanium struts. No.
I run the simulation. It crumbles.
I
Well,
don't-
shit.
Yeah, I don't know why titanium struts wouldn't work there, but they won't.
It's a weird physics thing. People haven't quite figured it out, but they just won't.
Something about the heat of the engine causes them to soften. Something, I don't know. Oh yeah, was I? Oh god.
Yeah, you can start looking around today. Decline the other buyer.
Yeah. I go see Harry, I guess,
Okay.
before I go sell it, because I assume he's gonna want to be like, "Hey, sell it to me for $5." Harry, I like you, but I don't like you that much.
He is at excuse me, the Coconut Bar on Palm Street.
You know, it's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
you go on vacation, you just end up going to the same old places.
I mean, I do like going to foreign countries and trying their Mexican food. So
Yeah. The only foreign country I go to is I've been to is England, and I definitely like having foreign food while I'm in England.
well, yeah, because English food is like.
The
How do you like that slop?
The only thing they do well there are biscuits, and that's just because they're short
I mean,
bread.
curries.
You mean the ones they stole from India? Or
Look, all I'm gonna say is I read recently that curries have been in England longer than fish and chips. So you tell me what's the official food.
I will say that the fish and chips are good too, but that's also because I like malt vinegar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm I would prefer my fried fish to be in a taco, personally.
Well, Harry is sitting there eating a shrimp taco. He's
Yeah,
he's got a whole plate full of shrimp tacos in front of him. In fact,
I walk up, slap him on the back, take one of his tacos, start eating it. Hey, what's up, Harry?
hey, I need those calories.
Yeah, do you? Do you, big guy?
He laughs.
And then get straight face and said yes.
Yeah,
How is he going to maintain
right,
his
I'll get-
muscles? He's going to get back on the ship and he's just going to be all flab.
So, good seeing you again.
Yeah, great seeing you. I'm kind of surprised you're still here. I thought you were going home.
Had a little bird come and talk to me. Changed some plans.
Oh. Was it a toucan? And I look around at this obviously tropical, fucking theme that we've got going.
No, it's your sneaky little guy.
Sneaky little guy. Can you be more specific?
Yeah, about this tall, black hair. Don't really see him much around.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay. What did he have to say?
He said that they will probably kill me if I go back to Kos.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean that's a good reason to not.
Yep. It probably is.
So what you gonna do instead there, big guy?
How'd I Tater? Signing on for duty, Captain. Or co-captain?
Owner?
Well, you can just call me boss. That's fine.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I mean, insubordination already. I mean, I haven't even fucking hired you yet.
And you're already stealing my tacos.
Well, I mean, that one was mine. It was on this section of the plate. It was mine. Besides, it wasn't stealing. It was tax for all the bullshit.
Raises that single eyebrow.
Don't you fucking single eyebrow me. I single eyebrow him right back.
You stare at each other.
But instead of actually doing a single eye, I have to do that thing where like you put one finger on one eyebrow and one finger on the other and like lift it up. This is you. This is what you look like. All right. So
he tilts his
so
head.
you think you're good enough to serve on my ship? What are your qualifications?
I can bench press any two of your staff.
I mean, that's impressive, but it's not really something that we need in space where there's not a lot of gravity. There's not a lot of levity either, though, now that I think about it. Huh.
Well, I bring that.
Yeah, that is one of your defining attributes.
Like court jester?
Would you accept the title of lesser footrest?
So he actually asked that.
I don't know what book I stole that from, but it's still a great title. Yeah, no, yeah. Fuck yeah. I feel
Nope.
like their relationship is at the point. No? Okay. Midshipman. I think we still need a couple of those.
What is
Do
that?
you know anything about ships?
Nope.
Apprentice midshipman, I guess. We'll get somebody to train you up.
Believe he would be a cabin boy then.
Mm, never really been
Yeah.
a fan of that term.
Could be trained.
Hmm.
Cadet.
Yeah, cadet.
What do you even have to do on a ship, anyways?
Maintenance mostly. I mean, that's like 80% of ship is just ship work. 80% of flying it, or yeah, 80% of flying a ship is ship work. If it's anything like boats.
Okay.
Do you know any? You have any repair skills?
Nope.
You know anything about repair? Oh fuck. Oh boy. Do you have any skills? I mean, besides the heavy lifting? Are you good at following orders? I mean,
Oh,
that's a skill.
I'm good with people.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Most people do tend to like you. Hmm. Uh, this is all me negotiating my way. I was gonna say yes as soon as he offered, but this is all me negotiating my way around to not having to pay him a lot of money. I'm gonna
Well,
hire him on as like a class 0 crew.
security do make less than crew.
Oh yeah, I guess we could put him in security.
Yeah.
Although, I don't want Harry to be a meat shield.
But he's
I know as soon
look
as
at
I
how
put him
much.
I know as soon as I put him in security, Dex is gonna fucking shoot him.
But look, Zoe, look, Arch, look at how much meat he has. There's a lot of meat there.
Yeah, but I like all of that meat.
Mm. Yeah, we know you do.
Yeah. So, I guess sure, we'll hire him on as security. That's fine.
Okay.
But I don't tell him that. I tell him I have to talk with my security chief first, because you don't want to just hire people and be like, here, deal with this.
I was coughing at the time. You said you're good. You have to talk to who first?
Security chief,
Oh,
Scotty.
Which one was the security chief?
McCrumble.
Okay, you go talk to him.
Was that Harry laughing, or was
Yes,
that you
that was Harry
laughing?
laughing.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck? What, you don't like McCrumble? Is that actually his name? I feel like that is not his
Yes.
name.
Yes, that is his name.
Oh, okay, good.
Mhm.
I can remember characters occasionally.
You named this one.
Yeah, but that doesn't actually change anything.
That's
I
fair.
barely
That's
remember
fair.
my own name.
No, Scotty's a fine guy. Probably don't even need to talk to him. You're just
him
stalling me out,
saying you
aren't
don't.
you?
Him saying you don't need to talk to him makes me suspicious. You better talk to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I mean, you understand how it is. You've led a colony. You gotta check in with your underlings before you drop a bunch of shit on them.
He shakes his head. No, I don't.
Oh, well, that's why you're an ex-colony administrator. Oh, and I high-five myself.
I'm an ex-colony administrator because somebody kidnapped me.
Well, I mean, we could have left you there to die if that's really, what you wanted.
I think I would have been fine.
Hmm.
Living with a unwelcome spirit, jerking my limbs around.
Yeah. I mean, you would make a good puppet. Hello, puppet.
I would have fought him out eventually.
What makes you think it's a him? You cis bastard. No, that's a joke for me. That's not
Okay.
a joke. uh, yeah, I mean, maybe. Do you think your friend on the council was too weak to do the same thing?
He actually his face goes somber and serious here as you
Yeah, I'm not joking.
as you get into this level of conversation. And he shakes his head. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Well, it wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't good.
Yeah. So you want to join the crew, eh?
So you want to be a pirate?
Well, I've had enough of this planet here.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep you on until you decide you find a planet you like better, I guess.
Is this you talking to Scotty?
Oh yeah, I forgot I said I was going to do that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
talked to
of
Scotty.
course you were.
Yeah.
Has that wry grin.
I call up Scotty. I'm like, hey Scotty, I got a new security guy for you.
We don't need more security.
Well, too bad. You're getting one anyway.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna hang up on him.
What a compelling conversation.
And Harry puts his hand up for a high five. See, that's how you do it.
I leave him hanging and I eat another of his tacos.
hmm. Um. He his hand slowly droops as he watches the taco leave his plate. You're gonna get fat.
Yeah. Well, you should have thought of that before you ordered an entire plate of these things.
Not a good first day on the job.
He points at a taco and then points at a muscle group on himself and starts saying, "That one goes here. That one goes here."
Oh my god. I
And
wave over a waitress and I'm like, get him 2 tacos for his fucking brain muscles.
no, those two tacos go here, and he pats his stomach.
Oh my god. Harry, you're lucky you're cute, because you're fucking annoying.
You can call me Hare now. Doesn't seem any
Hare?
sense in keeping my close name.
Hare?
Yeah, it's spelled like you spell hare or rabbit in English.
Ah. Hare.
Hare.
Gotcha.
Harry
Alright,
is
well I'll
fine
talk to
too.
you later. I'll leave you to it.
All right. Yeah.
Show up for work whatever, 100. Zoe knows, Xander doesn't.
Okay. He says
Thanks
that
for the
he will
tacos.
report into McCrumble. And as Zoe is saying thanks for tacos, he is looking away from her and thanking the waitress for bringing 2 more tacos.
Mm-hmm. You notice I ordered tacos, but I didn't pay for more tacos? Trixie.
Yeah, he's
Trixie I
just
am.
gonna say it's on Zoe's tab.
I mean, you could say what you want. I don't have a tab at this restaurant. I don't even know where this restaurant is.
It's gonna end up getting paid for by Cassian.
No, this place is gonna get. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's for Cassie and Laroon." Well, never mind. We're not
Yeah,
gonna.
quite
What are we gonna
possibly
do?
that.
Sue him over like $2 tacos? I don't think so.
um, as Zoe is walking away, she gets a text from Harry. Says, "Hey, can you come back? Can you come back? I got a question for you."
Oh my god, no! You got a question? Just fucking text it to me. I'm busy. I got stuff to do.
Uh, Several seconds later, she gets another text. Did you finish that report?
Did I finish that report? The one on like how to build ships better in Coast?
Is that what
Yes.
Zoe's texting him back?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm texting him confirmation about what report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several seconds again. Did you send it?
No.
Good.
I don't.
I have a message I want to send along with it.
I mean, wasn't really planning on sending it. I don't
Well-
generally help people trying to kill me.
Well, now you have a reason to.
Alrighty.
Harry on the crew is going great so far.
Fuck me. All right. What's the message?
He responds back that he will compose it and give it to her before she sends the report.
Okay. Well, I mean that's pretty accurate since I'm not planning on fucking sending a report. Anyway. All right. That's enough of that. Let's go do something else.
Okay. What is? Let's see. I'm actually gonna cut away to see what Jai is up to at the moment.
Grading papers.
Arguing with Android over yet more repairs.
Yeah, Android has decided that the House Belmont folk are not installing the drop pod correctly, or did not install the drop pod correctly.
Wait, I'm sorry, they were House Belmont?
Yes.
Do they hunt vampires in their free time?
Only if those vampires are ships. I wasn't thinking
Vampire
about how
ship.
to end that joke when I started it.
Are there vampire ships?
No, there
Yes.
aren't.
Energy leaching ships are definitely a thing.
They are in fact
yes,
a
there are.
Covenant ship.
Great, outstanding. Okay, so she thinks House Belmont isn't installing the drop pod correctly. Well,
Right.
how would she want? How would she want it installed?
She lists off the ways that it should be installed differently.
Good save.
I'll need to know what those ways are, Dex.
No, you don't. Jai does, and Jai now
Okay.
knows.
Wow. This is a fucking masterclass.
All right, fine. I'll go
They're
make them
not.
do it.
They're not really worth Jai's time. They're things like the tape is the caution tape on the ground is 3 millimeters away from the edge. It should be 1 millimeter.
Okay. In that case, you know who you can bring this to who doesn't have enough work right now? Nemesis.
Nemesis is on planet.
I'll send her a message and she can deal with it in her free time.
I'm planning your heist, dang it.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, you can do more.
Nemesis begins receiving a bunch of damage reports from the Raza.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm like, oh, these aren't supposed to go to me. I'll just redirect them to Jai, I guess.
And then Jai will bounce them to Zoe.
You guys are the
So-
worst.
so
Fucking
at
do
what-
your jobs.
At what point do we start having server issues with all these bouncing around? Eventually, we're gonna get a loop here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you've learned you can't send them to Nova.
Well, that's,
Well, no, because here's the thing. Nova is like the terminus there. So if we send them to Nova, the problem's actually solved in the loop alt.
That's true.
When I get the messages, I look into them. Like, are these actually these problems? Are they actual problems or not?
No, this is hmm. How do I want to play this? Go ahead and make me a wisdom notice check.
What the fuck?
I know.
Why? I mean, you could just say roll your bad skill.
All right, roll your bad skill.
Okay. Ha! Can't fucking trick me.
Apparently not. So the only reason that you really get a roll for this instead of me just saying what they are in a technical sense is because you guys have interacted with Android enough. And the role is for you to decide if you think that Zoe would parse out this information. This
If she'd even bother, or if she thinks that this is Android being a pain in the ass.
It's a little bit deeper than Android being a pain in the ass. This is Android being a little bit jealous and resentful that someone else is working on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Okay.
being
All
very
right.
passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is obvious. This is the first time you've ever seen Android passive aggressive.
No, yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
It's not like 90% of all interactions with the Android, but sure.
But yeah, these are trivial little details that could easily just come down to different standards for shipbuilding in Lamiera as opposed to whatever occurred on this ship before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the folks in Lamiera round to the 100,000th place where, you know, she wants them to round to the millionth place.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I send a message back to Jai. It's a bunch of bullshit. Ignore it.
All right. Android, do you want a job? Go take one of those broken down lasers and replace the railgun on the Marauder with that, and then see if you can hook something up on the new dropship to easily put that and one of the other lasers on it.
Marauder is currently on Lamiera.
Well, start making plans to do that then.
Okay.
Draft up proposals and then prepare the lasers, you know, the remnants of the lasers for actual equipment.
Okay. And Android goes and begins basically finishing out the build of those half completed lasers you've got.
I don't even remember how much does an anti-vehicle laser cost, because I know we had to pay like half the cost.
I want to say there are 40,000 each, but I'm not
I
sure.
think that's I'm 90% sure that's way too high. You know what? I'm actually going to go look that up.
Oh, I'm already there. Anti-vehicle laser is 10,000 each.
Okay, so
Oh, it was
preparing
40,000 because you had 4 of them.
right. We're only preparing 2 of them for this right now, so
Okay, just drop 5,000 in spare parts.
All right. Actually, let's see. Dropships basically, it says it can operate as a grav tank, but you know, floating. So that means it has enough spots for 3 heavy weapons, I believe.
Is it only 3? I think that might be the ATV.
No, because I think all right, let me see. Grav tank has grav tanks are specialized weapons platforms and can mount 6 weapons, but heavy weapons take up 2 spaces. So 3.
Oh, ATVs, helicopters, Atma flyers, and grav flyers can mount 2. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Right. Yes. So yes, the grav tank can mount 3 of them. Or
All
the
right.
drop
So
ship, drop pod.
right. So prepare three three
Anti-vehicle lasers.
three anti-vehicle lasers. One of them will go on the Marauder, and then two of them and the railgun that was on the Marauder will go on the drop pod.
All right.
You said I couldn't have a grav tank.
Well, now you have a flying one.
I mean, they all fly. That's the point of a grav
They
tank.
fly. This one flies higher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
As far as the orbital drop, it still only goes up and down. It can't fly through the atmosphere. It
Yeah.
can, however, hover like a grav tank through, with up to 10 meters high, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So it flies in that sense.
Yeah. It's either going directly up or down, or it's only going up 10 meters.
Yeah.
How does this work? We don't know. It's game rules. Shut up.
uh, I feel like I've given you guys too much power.
Nah.
I mean, you're also the one who chooses what we use that power against, so.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was Harry talking to Zoe. That was also Zoe talking to Nemesis. Charlie. Anything Charlie's doing?
Not. I don't have anything in mind, so not particularly.
Okay. Um,
Do anything heisty to set up for the heist?
Not really. I think we need to take part of an actual planning session to figure out what we're gonna do. Unless we've done that and I've forgotten all about it, which is entirely possible.
We've not really covered specifics, but I do have a plan thing in the player planning channel.
yeah.
Stage 2.
I think the conversation that Charlie, Nemesis, and Natario had at the end of last session can constitute the plan. However, if you want Zoe in on the heist, of course, and in on the plan, you'll just need to reiterate it over again. Which isn't really a big time sink. It can take probably 2 hours to do that. Zoe is able to finish up her other space calibration at any point, but she will need to be on the ship for that.
Okay. Do you guys actually need me for the heist? Like, I want to be there for the heist, but I'm not sure that.
I don't know that we really need you. You could probably help, but like I said, my best idea is to, make use of your celebrity, and I don't know that Zoe would actually enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Now, I could point out you could go incognito, but not quite incognito for it. So make it act like you're being subtle when you're trying to ask for things, but make it clear that you're still you, so they have to act on that basis.
No, I think that you guys got the heist.
All right.
All right. So
I'll be floating technical support.
And probably getting that statue sold. Are you still planning to do that, actually?
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Does Zoe want to finish up the calibration of that other space device now, or is that something that she's willing to put off?
Yeah, I guess we can do that on the trip to wherever we're going after this.
Okay.
Although, I don't know. The way you asked that kind of makes me think that we're going to get attacked by other space shit here.
I just want to make sure that it doesn't keep getting forgotten, because I've forgotten it a couple times.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, I'll sell the statue while they're doing their thing.
Okay.
And I'll be sad that I didn't make a character that's good for heists.
As a GM, I will say that the additional fix expertise can go a long way. Can also be beneficial in a heist.
Yeah.
So
But
it's not
the
like
fact that
Zoe's bad at heists.
yeah, no, it's just this is not the good planet for her to be involved in heists on. It's a real problem
That's fair.
because it either makes the heist non-necessary or makes it a real brouhaha,
Okay.
which is not fun for anybody.
Jai receives a message from Cassian.
Is it saying don't do that heist?
It's not saying that.
What does he want?
He wants to have a private chat just with Jai.
I'm going to text him and ask him, am I allowed to come armed to this, just in case you try to murder me?
Very blunt.
Fine. And he receives a message back saying fine, and you can even bring a single bodyguard.
Terrific. Wait, can the bodyguard be Zoe? With like possible, yeah. I was going to say it with a bomb strapped to her, just so you
Yeah.
know you don't try anything funny. But I
figured
decided
you were
that might
going that
go
way.
worse.
Yeah.
So I'm
That
not
would be
going to. I'm not going to say that actually.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's behind that plan.
Does Jai ask if it can be Zoe though?
Yeah.
Okay. He receives a response back. No.
Okay. Great. Scotty,
Yeah.
who's your best guy in a firefight against potentially elite security forces?
Charlie.
You asking who's best at suicide?
Yes. I'm glad you understand.
There's no racially sensitive way of saying this.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh my god. Are we about to find out McCrumple's a goddamn racist?
It's gonna be El Rada. You know, the Arab or Indian. I'm
Okay.
not sure what he is.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Suddenly
Yeah.
we're all out on McCrumble. Fucking
Yeah.
wow.
That.
Now, to be fair, you guys actually discovered this bit that he is already there for the cause. He was willing to take those drugs for you guys to present on Shinobu.
You mean El Rada? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. Let's send him along just in case. I'll take him with.
And he's also good in hand to hand. So
Yeah, that'll work. Let's take El Rada. I'll take El Rada with.
all right. Are you taking advantage of a Belmont courtesy shuttle?
Just don't really have any other options at the moment, so I guess.
Yeah, you can't really launch, even though the drop pod is finished, you still can't launch it while you're docked at Light Rider platform.
Right.
They're doing work for you.
Right. So yeah, yes I am.
All right. El Rada comes along with you. You are greeted at the starport and offered a ride to the estate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Sure.
Okay. And when you get there, of course, the driver just goes through the gates, is recognized and identified and recognized, and stops in front of the manor, gets out, opens the door for you both.
I climb out.
And Charlotte is there to greet you at the steps.
Naturally.
She looks flatly at you both and tilts with her head towards the door. Cassian, Mr. LaRue is waiting for you.
I'm sure he is. All right. Let's go, Ephraim.
She escorts you through what might feel like miles of estate, depending on where your thoughts are. She is not taking you to any particularly nearby location within it. But when you finally do stop, you're greeted with a pair of double doors that open out into an indoor pool.
Interesting place for a meeting. Okay.
Jai can tell that the ceiling above is a skylight with shutters closed right now.
All
Um,
right.
as Jai Jai and Elrada are escorted in, Cassian walks over to what looks like just a kind of an electronic control panel, and locates and flicks a switch among many. It looks like it could be a media center, but nothing starts playing when he flicks it.
Mm-hmm.
Jai, go ahead and roll me a wisdom notice check.
Mm-hmm. I can technically do that.
Uh-huh.
It is something that you can technically do.
Let's see.
Technically does.
Wow, notice putting the work in today. It's very subtle, but upon flicking that switch, Jai does notice the slightest little twitch of a wince from Charlotte. And this is something that I didn't express earlier, so I'll tell you exactly what's going on. QED does, or not QED, QECM does interfere with cybernetics in just the smallest fraction of a way. It doesn't actually mechanically do anything to you, but androids and people with cybernetic, especially those that are actually linked into their brain in some way, are they're more likely to notice it.
I see. And it can be painful for some, clearly.
It's not so much painful. I mean, I suppose it possibly could be, but that's not the expression that Charlotte is affecting. This is more like someone suddenly realized how much tinnitus is ringing through their ears.
Ah, okay. That's fair. Still unpleasant,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. It's an unpleasant sensation that you just kind of realize now you have to accept it for as long as it goes on.
All right. So QECM is active. Yeah, all right. Interesting. I suppose you want to keep this quiet, whatever it is you have in mind.
I do. Looks over at Elrada. I suppose he is a man that you trust, if you are trusting him enough with your life.
Well, he did take experimental drugs that I'd given him, so I expect him to do what I ask him to, which is better than I can say for a lot of people.
Yes. Yes, it is.
He- I'm glad he's not going to question the experimental drugs thing.
He barely batted an eye. And he sits down at on a comfortable chair. This is an extensive indoor pool resort little lounge area. The pool itself is nicely sized, but the room in which it is situated is large enough that the pool isn't absolutely dominating all the space. There's enough for a small group of people, like four, to go and just sit down around a small table between them. Like one of those little low-sitting round tables.
That's fair. Well, since you went through the trouble to activate this, I'm reasonably sure you wouldn't kill me because I can't imagine there's reason for you to keep that quiet. So, all right, I'll go ahead. Jai will go ahead and sit down.
Okay. Elrada follows suit, and Charlotte does a moment later.
What did you want to discuss?
I want to know more about this memory loss that my daughter experienced.
Okay. So the details are necessarily a little vague by virtue of us losing the memories. But how much did I tell you last time regarding the QEDs?
I personally don't remember it being very involved. It was enough for you guys to make the assessment that he is hearing you and understands what you're saying, but is skeptical.
Okay. So, all right, I'll go ahead and go into the detail about the QEDs. Essentially, these are, well, QEDs, quantum entanglement devices, capable of slowly, over the process of minutes, hours, and days and weeks, stripping memories from an individual and storing them in essentially metaspace, starting with the most recent and ending with the first. We were trapped in stasis for a period of, I believe, 6 months, and over the process of the first month and a half or so, it was slowly every last memory we had was slowly taken from us and stored, where without the QEDs they cannot be accessed. And even with the QEDs, accessing them and reintegrating memories is fraught, shall we say.
Have you any body of research that you could show me so I can have some of my trusted scientific staff look them over?
I can honestly say that none of your staff is going to be nearly as capable of analyzing this as I am. But if you want those amateurs to have a look at it, sure. I can give you what data I have. Is there any other actual scholarly investigation of QEDs that exists beyond what we've found?
Not that you guys have found.
Okay. So yeah, I do have the data still, and I'm sure I wrote something down for the initial investigation of the Horclaw, as well as some details for what the others went through.
Mm-hmm.
My own stuff, I'm going to probably keep quiet, just because.
Okay.
Well, not keep quiet. I'm sure he wrote down a lot on that too, but he's not going to share his own information.
Okay. Then he asks, and this QED is the only way to experience, or can memories be restored from this QED?
Yes, they can, but it comes at some risk. It's
I would like
not
Zoe's QED.
okay. I would like you to keep in mind that viewing another person's memories is especially damaging, though potentially not as much as viewing your own and reintegrating them in properly. It can
He shakes his head
break.
as Jai is talking.
I see.
I
It
don't
can.
want to view them.
I see. Do
Zoe,
you want?
young Zoe was a tyrant.
Huh.
Does he prefer New
Well,
Zoe?
She is much more pleasant now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's an extremely depressing thought. But
He doesn't want his child back. He likes the new version.
yeah, that's an extremely depressing thought. So what do you want to do with them?
I want to make sure she can never recover those memories.
Ah,
Wow.
ah.
Huh.
I'm sure you can understand why.
I understand the reasoning, though I'm not. I am personally skeptical on whether this is both a healthy decision and a pragmatic one. There might be useful information in there for both her and us.
What useful information can a 17-year-old princess have for you?
I mean, you've seen what she can do with machines, and she almost certainly had access to. Well, I don't really care about your affairs of state personally, but she might have had access to information on the Raza that I did not. Like what we were doing and the events that led up to that. We know some details, but there's still a few things that are unclear.
5 million credits.
This isn't. This isn't. Now, if you ask, if you offered Zoe that,
offer him something he really wants. Come on,
if
Dad.
if you offered that to Zoe, I'm sure she'd take you up on it in a moment. But that's not something I'm particular. That 5 million credits.
Come on, he's already
It's
asked
something,
you.
but it's.
He's already asked you for something, Dad. Come on, give him a real choice.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I'll just give you that shit you're about to heist. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
That might actually be an interesting way to go about it.
Oh, you guys have been planning a heist? Well, instead of that.
But yeah, Jai is like, 5 million credits. This isn't about money.
Also, just to be clear, who has my QED? Isn't it me?
I
think they're all just.
You know what? I don't actually know.
I think
I
just have them in a box somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Yeah.
were just keeping it in a box.
I mean, in a
Trying to sneak
secured
up.
box.
Right.
Yeah, they're probably in like the ship vaults or something.
Right.
The ship safe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
yeah, they're definitely secured, but they're not in any one
that the
person's
room with-
possession.
Yeah.
right.
Is
Okay.
that the room with the hole in the wall that you cut through?
No,
We-
no, that's the secret safe. I'm talking about the captain's safe, which is just in the captain's room.
Right. But yeah, Jai does immediately turn down the 5 million credits thing.
Hmm. One moment.
Hilarious.
Extremely.
He's like, I can give you back your fucking doctor's license.
Well, that's great. How much does a doctor's license cost on other planets?
Well, the
And I'll give you a research grant to go, do whatever with your robot people, cyborgs. Come on, he has to have done some like research on Jai, right?
well, yes, certainly has.
Yeah. Come on. I expect better button pushing. Come on. Otherwise, how am I supposed to hate this man?
GM is pondering right now. That there are reasons that he's not just immediately going to. Well, how about your heist stuff, or how about that data you asked for?
I know, but if he's not willing to do that, I'm not sure what leverage he's going to have.
It's not entirely a matter of willingness. There are pretty big political considerations for him.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we take a 15-minute break? Are you guys okay with an early break right now today?
Yeah, that's fine. If you need to do some
GM
thought,
needs some time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Can
do,
run it.
yeah.
I could make myself some coffee anyway. I'm
Okay.
starting to feel. I wouldn't really call it like a sick, but I do feel a weird, like both numb, burning sensation.
Yeah.
Which is a little.
That's fun.
Is it
That's just getting old, man.
It.
Is it just
It's
your
that,
arm or
and
full
then
body?
it's like spreading through both my arms right now, but mostly in the one that got the shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're
I-
just having a heart attack. Okay. Do you
Yeah,
smell burning toast? Because it might be the other thing.
No, I do not smell burning toast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I had my left arm get where I got the shot was kind of got numbish, but
Yeah.
that was about the worst I had.
Did
Yeah,
you remember to do your arm spins?
Yeah. No, I did not remember to do my arm spins.
Oh, see, that's
Um,
why your fucking arm hurts. You got to do your arm spins.
Well,
Yeah,
your arm 15.
okay. But that's why you don't do a fucking cloned monoculture, guys. Because this shit happens.
Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back into frame. I believe everyone's here.
I'm just pulling back in now.
Oh, perfect timing. So we're sitting here with Cassian, Charlotte, Jai, and Elrada, with GM deciding how far Cassian is willing to risk for Zoe's QED. Jai has just said that money doesn't mean much to him, so Cassian leans forward and says, "What would you want for it?"
I think this is. I mean. That's. I didn't expect him to ask what Jai would want for it.
Do we need to do a 15-minute break?
Yeah, let's do a 15-minute break. Let's see. I mean, it's Zoe's memories. They're ultimately hers, not mine.
He doesn't react to that.
Go behind Zoe's back. Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, I feel like that response is somewhat in character. I did indicate some level of not quite screwing over my own people last time we spoke with him. And I'll tell you, yeah, here. Can I have my own city dedicated to funding my research? That's not a serious actual request.
Oh, does Jai say it
Yes.
though?
What if he says yes?
Well, I don't know what I don't know what I'd do then.
So the words do come out of Jai's mouth.
Yes.
He leans back. I can't arrange an entire city, but a facility is within my power. It would take some time.
Wait, you're serious?
Quite.
Interesting. And yet, actually, not that surprising now that I think of it. Can I have my old research data back as well?
That is not quite as easy.
Why not?
Corruption.
Do you mean you don't want to invoke corruption, or corruption is hiding it?
No, I am very careful to avoid any entanglement with corruption.
Okay, in that case, do you know where where that data is kept?
It is almost certainly in the peer office.
Okay.
In whoever's files did the analysis on it.
I already know that, then. Okay. Well, fine. I can deal with that, then. I'll have to ask Zoe's... Well, I'll have to check some things with Zoe first. Though, if you want me to keep the details of this conversation secret, I will.
You know this new Zoe better than I do. He actually does say that through gritted teeth.
Yes, she's like a daughter to me. That wasn't a serious response. It was meant to be sardonic, but...
It pains him. The words pain him.
That's good. That's good. All right. Fine. If you want to set up a facility, and you know what, I'll go ahead and take that 5 million as seed money as well for whatever project I have. Then if I can get Zoe permission, if I can get Zoe's permission, I'm willing to give you the QED. Is that acceptable?
Report back to me if you have the QED.
No. No, when you say that, when he said that, did that sound threatening at all?
Go ahead and roll a wisdom notice.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Can I even giving you your +1?
Yeah.
That is a failure in case you need to know for purpose of reroll.
Yeah, I figured. Here's another question: Is Cassian LaRue the sort of person who would, if this is something he really wanted, just shoot me down if he knew I had the QED? And I'm asking for the purposes of the no focus.
Okay. Got it. So you want to use your basically your esoteric knowledge to see if there's anything that Jai picked up that got through the numerous and relentless media scrubbers and everything that makes the internet on Lamiera exactly what those in the ruling houses want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
It's a fail, unfortunately.
Okay. It had to be an 18. I'm sorry.
Yeah. God, 17.
So, so that I'm answering this in the correct vein, tell me what kind of information you're looking for.
Like I'm looking really for information that Cassian is the sort of person who would be willing to just if he knew he had if someone had something that he didn't want to get out, would just suddenly and quite bluntly shoot them where they, or shoot them and destroy them and the thing he wanted gone
Okay.
where they were, or like suddenly get rid of them.
How keen is he on removing obstacles?
And and is he the sort of person, I guess, that would break agreements if it was expedient for him?
So Cassian, Jai is able to quickly assess and put some things together as this meeting is proceeding, and
I think this would be like, for this one, I think it'd be if like stories of him doing that stuff got
Right.
out.
Well, not so much stories. Certainly some stuff gets out, but the scrubbing on Lamiera is very strong. So it's gonna need to be other sources, but regardless,
Mhm.
Jai will still get this information. I'm just not entirely clear on how. But
Oh, perhaps linking a few things, like just a few too many coincidences.
yeah, he
Mhm.
basically Sherlocks it.
Right.
And the answer is the basic simple answer is yes. Cassian will eliminate obstacles and threats that he can do expediently.
Mhm.
He has a good image, and he does work to maintain that. Um, and so that's actually one of the biggest obstacles to him just, you know, sending a fleet over to the Raza and taking it and doing whatever he wants to it.
Mhm.
In addition to you guys having guns and all that.
Right.
It's what he wouldn't shoot someone in plain view on the street because that leads to questions and investigations that he doesn't want being pursued. He does have a his own basic private military company
Mhm.
that is his own private military security. Um, Jai has recognized some signs here and there of what looks like military training. His personal staff and personal security staff around the estate just look normal, but Jai's seen others in slightly different uniforms um, that are clearly veterans of military affairs. They're older, they're more experienced. They stand out less, but because of that, they stand out more to Jai.
Mhm.
Um, So, yeah, Cassian is the type who, if he can get away with it without his name being sullied, which is where his single statement of corruption comes in, then he will do it.
Okay. In that case, uh, for insurance, I'd like this agreement in writing. I won't file it publicly, but I will keep put it in the hands of someone I trust. You understand, of course, I'm sure.
I do, and I'm sure you can understand why that request is problematic.
I'm aware. Don't worry, unless the agreement is violated on your end, I have no intention of it getting out. And if I violated it, it's not like anyone would believe me. So it's quite a good deal on your end, I think. There's little risk to you.
Hmm. You would
Unless,
think
of course,
that.
you are planning to, go back on your word.
You say you need to speak with my daughter first.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have that conversation and If it goes well, we'll meet again. You without the QED for your own safety. And we'll draw up papers for facility and funding from there.
All right. Fine. I'll go have the conversation then. Will that be all, Cassian?
Yes. Thank you for your visit, Mr. Rao.
Always a pleasure. Bye.
Charlotte will see you out.
As you like. All right.
And she does.
And me and Elarada head out.
Okay.
What a charming tyrant.
Elrada is keeping his mouth shut while you are among other ears.
Smart.
Probably. That's why we brought him. He's the most trustworthy person here. Here, can we promote Elrada? He seems great.
He's also the most likely to die in any firefight.
Yeah, well, that means we won't have to keep paying him long, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Okay, it only takes you about 40 minutes to take the trip back to the starport, get a shuttle back up to Light Rider platform, and then get back onto the safety and relative privacy of your ship.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Is Jai going to go talk to Zoe now, or is he going to save that for later?
Is she on planet?
At this point, let's
Yeah.
just say that she's back on the ship.
Wait, what?
She's still,
Oh.
no, she was still in trading. Remember?
Yes, I did forget that. I, for some
Yeah.
reason, was thinking that she, with not going into the heist, which she still can do, that she was going back up to the ship. So I'll revise that. Do you want to stay on planet to meet up with Zoe and talk to her, or do you want to save it for later?
I'll stay on long enough to speak with her. I'll
Okay.
send her a message for her to meet with me at that at the cafe when she has spare moments in between her wheeling and dealing.
Neutral grounds.
And presumably they have like anti
Mhm.
or they have QECM.
Yeah, that's
basically.
one of their appeals. They used that last time that you guys were there.
Right. Which is advantageous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also,
It
it's
is.
too late for Zoe to get on the plan. She's been stricken with the plan. It cannot be unstricken.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll call Zoe and have her meet up with me when she has a free moment.
What are we meeting up for?
It's to discuss something to do with your father.
Ugh. All right, fine. We can't just do it over the phone?
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
I mean, well, we're not going to try and kill him, are we?
No, we're not going to try to kill him.
No, okay.
Of course, if we were going to try to kill him, I wouldn't admit that over the phone where we could be listened into. So,
So we are killing him?
no, did you not just hear me? No, we're not killing him.
Okay. See you later.
Fucking Lamira NSA are having a field day right now.
In the previous game table that I used, the previous virtual game table, it would put a message in chat when the GM rolls privately. It simply says the GM is rolling dice.
Oh.
Just to kind of like simulate the real life thing. Like, you see the rolling dice behind the
Yep. It was great. So the GM is rolling dice.
Yeah.
No.
You got to have something that just puts the fear of God into the players.
Oh, here we go. I found a special command that does this.
Does it actually roll
Right.
dice? Because I don't think
Yeah.
it has the same effect if we know the command doesn't actually roll dice and just claims it's rolling dice.
What it needs to do is actually play the dice rolling sound.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like no, you don't see it, or it shows dice, but they're just blank.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. Okay, so Zoe can meet up with Jai.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just no replacement for the fear of God, the DM rolling dice without telling the players what it's about. It.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Well. All right. So wait, are we meeting up right now? Is that what the scene's switching to?
Yeah, I guess. Yep.
All right. So sitting down, private room in the cafe.
Yeah, it costs
The
you
ice happened off screen. Everything went great. We have the data.
Yeah.
The private
Hours.
room cost you 30 credits.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's fine.
For how
Yeah.
long? 15 minutes?
Do we at least get complimentary coffee with it?
You do.
For 30 credits? God, they're massively undercharging. Okay, never mind.
No, because I
it?
think credits are supposed to be like
Yeah, this is the
100
equivalent
They
of
don't-
$300.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't
okay.
really.
All right.
I mean, credits. I mean, the numbers don't really. I'm pretty sure people have tried crunching the numbers, and it's just like with fifth edition, like the price
Yeah,
and
they
everything. It doesn't add up.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
All right.
between 10 and 30 times, depending on what the thing is. But yeah,
The
Meowkin's
point
right, it's not
is
consistent.
the point is you can buy one greatsword or 500 chickens. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Actually-
it's 5,000 chickens.
No, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say
5,000
500 might be
chickens.
about right, but 5,000 probably not.
Yeah, I think it's one. No, I'm pretty sure it's like 1 copper per chicken, and a greatsword is 50 gold, and it's 100 copper per gold.
All right, if we
Yeah.
want to do this, then your hour at neutral grounds, including coffee, is the price of a greatsword.
So 50
50
credits.
30
50 gold.
credits.
Okay.
All right. Anyway.
So we could buy
what
we
do
can
you
buy
want to
we
talk
can
about, Jai?
so I think we should talk about how we could either buy 1 hour at the cafe or 5,000 chickens or 5,000 Horclaws. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm
No.
gonna leave.
No,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Hold on.
Dex, I'd like to spend my entire fortune buying Horclaws.
Oh God.
The horror of
ship.
Horclaws will be our next episode.
And release them on Lamiera. Okay. They're like raccoons. Anyway.
Well, like tribbles.
Anyway. Anyway.
Little murder
God.
raccoon.
Fuck. Hold on.
Oh, are
Let
you
me-
seriously
let me just-
considering it now?
Let me just. Whew. All right. Your father wants your QED.
He wants a QED? Yeah, give it. I mean,
He wants
sure.
your QED.
Well, that's easy enough. Fuck no.
He claims he wants to either lock it away or destroy it. It wasn't terribly clear.
Too fucking bad. It's my QED.
He is offering us 5 million credits and a facility for our use. My use, but our use.
So?
It's not your facility; it's our facility.
So I thought I'd best inform you that it's tempting.
Oh. Okay, so what do I need to like wrestle you to the ground and handcuff you so that you don't fucking sell my memories to somebody else?
If I was just going to sell your memories to someone else, I'd just sell your memories to someone else.
Okay. Well, that's a hard no. Let's talk about something else.
I mean, did you want to?
Because
Well,
it ain't
there's
gonna fucking happen.
there's one more possibility.
Mm-hmm. You wanna try and scoop him? Give him a fake one?
Not necessarily a fake one. We could have one including your memories. Just
You're definitely not taking any more of my memories.
Oh no, I'm not saying taking all of your memories. I'm just saying maybe a day. A day in the life
No.
of Zoe LaRue.
No.
Well, I mean, would you want to scoop your father otherwise?
No. I
Okay.
think that generally speaking, scooping the most powerful man in the sector is probably not a good fucking idea.
But just think of the prestige. I don't know. It's like a heist. Just
Do we need prestige?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be something you'd be interested in. I don't actually know what I'm saying right now.
Okay. All right, buddy. Well,
Okay. All right.
no,
So
I
the
think
answer is
we
no.
should just say no and leave.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's hold off on it for a few days until we're done here, and then
If he wants to make memories with me, he's got to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. You like
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
Joe?
sure.
That was a good joke.
Why not? Fine. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't awful. All right. Well, let's try to finish up here quickly then, because I'm not terribly interested in hearing his negative reaction, but yeah. I'll tell him as we're leaving. Okay. And while I'm sorely tempted to ignore this and just sell it to him anyway, I'm not going to do that.
Is Jai saying that out loud?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Jai, I thought that by this point we would have established that there are certain lines that you do not cross.
Yes, and I'm saying I'm not going to cross them. I'm not sure why you're worried about that.
Because you didn't.
Yes, Zoe.
I would like my my memories. I no longer trust them in the
In
what
the
you call it,
vault.
safe.
In the safe.
The
Okay.
the captain's safe or whatever.
We can move them later. I'm just just messing with you. Fuck. All right. Well, you can retrieve them when we're back on the ship.
Okay, let's go now.
All right, if you want.
I call Nemesis and I leave and then I call Nemesis and say, "Hey, we're borrowing the Marauder for a minute."
Okay, so we're not doing the heist now. Okay.
Why are you talking about the heist over the fucking open comms?
They don't need to know about that. We'll see if I use code words. We're not doing the thing right now. Okay.
This is
Notario
absurd.
will need to be present for you guys to take the Marauder up, because Notario was the pilot bringing it down, or somebody that came in, basically authorizing you guys. But that's just a piece of flavor, so you guys know it. It's not actually a hindrance to you.
Okay.
Jai, Elrada, and Zoe can take the Marauder up. Notario has caught a cab over to the office to authorize kind of a transfer of responsibility for the Marauder
So
and
I
its
have
weapons.
a question.
Mhm.
A ship lands, they fire their pilot. What do they do?
There's
Are they just
certainly some
stuck there
paperwork.
forever?
No, there's paperwork they can go through.
Huh. I feel like being the owners of said ship should probably get us some consideration, but all right, sure, whatever.
Yeah. I hadn't thought too much on it. The only thing that I know is that they would not let somebody else walk onto into the secure docks without checking out that everything is okay, and that's going to involve some interaction with the people that brought it down. If the people walking onto the lot say, "Hey, no, those people stole it from us," then you've got some bureaucratic mess to trudge through.
All right.
And
Anyway,
I think that's how it would work. But you three can make it back up to the Raza.
Yes. Correct.
Elena is well. Hang on.
are we being mutinied? Is that what's happening right now?
No, I'm just going through more flavors. So you're not actually docking bringing the Marauder into the Raza. You're now docking it at Light Rider Station because your ship still can't be used in that sense. They don't want you flying another ship into your ship while it's docked with them, and they're doing various stuff going in and out of your ship. Again, just flavor. It's not actually a hindrance to you, and there's no additional docking fees. But it's
Yeah, we just park next to it.
yeah. Um, but Elena inside is the one that is opening up for you guys, bringing you into the airlock. And she looks at Zoe. Have you had a chance to discuss?
Yes.
Discuss what?
I mean, the fact that she's the only person here, and she's running the ship basically while it's in dry dock. I assumed we'd already
Who are you again?
told her that she. Oh my god.
No. Yeah, you're being promoted, Elena.
Thank you. Both. I will not steer you wrong.
Don't thank me. This does mean you have more work to do.
Of course. More responsibility.
Yep.
All
Now, up to it. I'm actually not sure what needs to be done right now, but I'm sure you can handle it.
I have a list.
Perfect.
Wait, who'd you get the list from?
I made the list.
Oh, okay, good. Whew.
No,
if Android gives you any lists, check them with us first.
Android has tried. I've learned.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, keep in mind there are some of those that are actually important. It's just setting up the filters properly takes a while. And I still haven't bothered. So good luck.
There. And she continues on with her duties.
I want her to report, but I don't actually want to hear the report as long as it's just general shit happening.
Yeah, she does report.
Yeah.
She walks with you
Okay, cool.
both as you're walking wherever you go, and provides a report. It is general shit happening. There are a couple of security assessments of the people on Light Rider Station and the work they're doing. But everything has been resolved. There's been no actual confrontations, just concerns.
I'm sorry, who has concerns?
General concerns reported by crew and security and your security about the workers that are installing your medbay.
Ah.
They're
Well,
they're just little things like these the people found in the break room weren't supposed to be there.
mhm.
Nothing that has drawn Elena's concern. And if you guys, either of your characters, are truly listening and paying attention, they're also not anything that would necessarily draw any concern from you.
Okay.
Cool.
Just yeah. If there's nothing that would draw any concern from us, then there's nothing that would draw concern from us. So
Yeah, no, that's just flavor. I am
okay.
not planning on stealing the Raza.
You better not be, because then we'd be stuck here, and that would suck.
Then
I
we
mean,
really would have to sell the mind thingamajig.
Yeah.
now then we just end up on taking over the ice ferret.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Wouldn't
Is
that
this part of your
wouldn't that
plan to
be
get us back
sad?
in a frickin' the standard party ship?
You have discovered me. I guess I'll
Oh,
set that aside and let you keep the Raza.
okay. It's fine. You know what? You know what? You can take the Raza if you upgrade us to a battleship
With atmospheric configuration.
with atmospheric configuration.
Yeah. Okay.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
I assure you, it will have atmospheric configuration when it hits the ground.
Once. It can enter the atmosphere once.
Yeah, it can enter any atmosphere once.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of somebody having a broken window in the car and calling it air conditioning. All right. I do want to get to the heist today, so what is Zoe doing up here? Is she going and securing her own QED?
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to tell us where she secures it, or is it fine leaving it at she secures it?
She secures it, and I'll let you know later
Okay, that sounds fine.
how she does that.
All right. I am not trying to, block any interaction between Jai and Zoe as they're doing that. Is there any further interaction with this QED securing?
Is there any way to actually make sure that it's mine before, like, without actually like deep diving it?
That someone hasn't just swapped the label on it.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out how paranoid fucking Zoe would be about this, but
Okay, actually, there is, but it involves the other space calibration that Zoe has been performing.
of course it does. Sure.
Okay. So if Zoe wants to spend a little bit more time on the ship, this won't interfere with her trading, but she will need to spend a bit more time on the ship. She's already spent some time testing the readings of her calibrations, and she is fairly confident that once the calibrations have been completed, and she's put the device back together because she had to take it apart a bit to fiddle.
No, no. We're not going to do that. I guess she'll just trust and then verify later.
Okay.
Let's not put off heist fun any longer.
Oh no, this is just going to be another 2 minutes of narration from me, if you don't mind. If that's
Okay.
something that she would have done.
Just let it happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
And this is
Lay
all stuff
back
that.
and think I was going to say lay back and think of Lamiera, but no, it's in poor taste.
Okay. No, this is all stuff that she's been doing retroactively. This is part of her calibrations. She was starting to discover that the QEDs each have their own individual address. In the infraworld, not metaspace, like Jai said, but that was fine. I figured that was just kind of a little player mistake there. And since she was using that as part of her data set to calibrate, she can now finish up on the ship, spend 3 to 4 hours finalizing the other space detection calibration, and can quite easily identify which QED belongs to whom based on their other space address, their InfoWorld address. Or at least that's what she's calling it. It seems like it's an address over there. And yes, she can confirm which of the devices is hers.
Cool.
You could probably call it something like a locate.
Is this one? Is the one that I have mine?
Yes, it is. Nobody has switched the labels.
Okay. Cool. All right, we did it.
I use a fate point to retroactively switch labels.
No.
I use the fate point to retroactively not hire fucking Nemesis.
and I use a fate point to remove all occurrence of fate points throughout the entire campaign.
You didn't even need to use a fate point for that.
Yes, but I am out of spite.
But wouldn't that retroactively make your fate point useless and then create a weird time loop situation?
Yes, this campaign has never actually happened.
Oh, all right.
But
You've
you still get
created a
XP.
time paradox.
All right,
Oh well.
back to the staging hotel with Notario, Charlie, and Nemesis.
Oh, I guess we need to wait. I guess we want to wait for the Marauder to get back.
Yeah, the Marauder comes back.
Okay.
Zoe needed to come back down to the planet anyway, so she's able to fly it down. Notario is there to receive transfer of responsibility, so that if you don't run into a problem where you're trying to leave and they say, "Nope, we need Zoe."
We don't need Zoe.
And
Unless Zoe wants to be there.
it is the 23rd now.
Boy, how time flies.
Sure does. You guys are all good on your cybernetics. You've had
Oh, yeah.
plenty of time to plan and also prepare any hacks that you're going to be using.
Charlie got the Ghost Talk transceiver as well, right?
I think so. Nox?
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear what you said.
I would say you got the Ghost Talk transceiver as well, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I guess we'll spend the day while we're waiting for the Marauder to get back, testing that out.
Okay.
Practicing communicating with it.
It feels oddly clear of invasive inspection.
Yeah.
You can talk freely without fear of other people listening in.
Okay, we can finally call it a heist.
You can finally call it a heist.
I'm sure that I've put this somewhere on my character sheet.
Under armor is where it goes by default. Under cyberware.
Under armor. That would
Right.
be a good place to put it.
It would be.
In the cyberware section.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Is that what you're looking for? Is what the thing does?
I'm looking for the thing, what it does, and where I put it, so that I know exactly what I actually. Because I just kind of accepted.
Yeah,
what
I
had been said.
don't remember what the other one we got was. I think you did get another one though, right?
Yeah.
I remember you had 3 weeks as well. Probably not a during controlling, though. That would be weird.
No.
See if I can guess it. Look at it here.
I don't actually remember what your second one was either.
Well, time to go into the book.
I know it's in Discord somewhere.
Wasn't the gecko anchors? That would be weird. Panspectral op? No, I don't think that was panspectral, was it?
It could be panspectral.
Not a bad one to choose. Does seem like the most likely choice.
Open the book. Cyberware. It has to be somewhere in the book.
Near, not near. Well, I think I may have gotten be something like the. No, it was 3 weeks. So it wasn't the holdout cavity. The hollow skin emitters maybe, but I don't think I remember you mentioning that one.
No, hollow skin emitters would be kind of lame.
I mean, it's not a bad
I'm
stealth.
I'm pretty sure it was panspectral optics.
I think you're right. I think it was.
Okay.
If I were to go back under the knife, I'd get neuro intruder alert.
It's a very specific one though.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's very specific in a very useful way. If you
Yeah.
don't have it and you need it, you're fucked.
Oh.
Yeah. I think the thing that stopped me is that it's a TL5.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
So otherwise, I'd be on that like white on rice.
So, are you guys you know you've got the ghost talker transceivers. What are you guys doing?
Aside from practicing those, I suppose it's just time to implement it, unless there's anything more specific. It's pretty much just break it in the back door when I guess around. I don't know if we specified when we're doing that. I would say probably around like a shift change kind of deal. Whether would they be less alert then or more alert? Probably towards the end of a shift they'd be less alert, right?
um, these security guards have seemed fairly alert throughout, according to your observations.
Okay. Well, in that case, it doesn't really matter when. We're just gonna be relying on our stealth and hacking abilities.
At that point, it would just straight up be better to do it at night.
Yeah.
There are fewer people, even if the cameras are always on.
Yep. I will say now that I got my drone control link, I'll just send out my stealth drone just to give me an eye above.
Okay. And is that the one that
For the
has
duration.
the survey?
Not the survey, the
Observation
observation
suite.
suite.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does? Okay, good.
Yeah, it was not the infiltrator. It was the observation drone. So sensor transparency, hollow skin, and observation suite.
Okay.
So it can still be heard, but I'll just have it high enough that the sound isn't an issue. Unless I want to do, I have the one that's totally stealth that has the grab muffles instead of the observation suite, but I'm not looking for something that close in. Just an overview to see if there's people coming from outside.
Okay. And apologies, did you say that this one does have stealth though?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's a ghost walker with the hollow skin on it.
Okay,
So
great.
it cannot be seen visually, barring hold on, what was it? Difficulty of visually spotting the drone becomes 10 at weapons range or 12 observational range.
Okay.
Basically, it's got a hologram that makes it look like it's just more sky
Right.
in this case.
Okay. So you've got the 3 entrances over here. You know that get a different color for this. That oops is viewing this way as well as this way.
And we know that somebody makes the rounds at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if they're always at the back?
No, they patrol randomly.
Okay.
They are, and this entered into your assessment of the quality of their guards. They are, they have a strong visual appearance. In that they're presentable, they're clean, they look like they're taking the job seriously, and the fact that they're doing random patrolling, um, they're definitely taking it much more seriously than someone who just walks around every hour on the hour.
I think if they're doing it randomly, the best time to go in would be immediately after they finish a round.
Yeah. How often do they just like double back randomly? Is possibly the question.
Um,
I would imagine that'd be kind of part of it if the point is to not be predictable and to be. But I guess at that point it's just a matter of RNG for us.
you rolled a real high sneak check last session to discern some of these details, so that occurs less frequently. Um, they're not the uber elite security guards. They are good security guards, but they're not the uber elite, or they would be walking all the time.
Gotcha. I'm not paid enough for that.
We just have a constant procession of dudes walking around a corner.
It's the best security company. But my workers can't get in, well, then they can't steal anything. Alright, so where do you guys want to stage? Are you guys trying to hang out on the street somewhere? The offices along the street do close after business hours, and the cafe closes shortly after that. So if you're wanting anything on the night or at nighttime, you would need to happenstance walk by as the guard is finishing, the patrolling guard is finishing, or you can try and hide yourself somewhere and more or less hope that nobody at Oops is actively looking at one of these cameras when you do.
I would prefer, it'd probably make more sense to be secreted away in the area, if possible.
Okay.
That's my thought on it.
Is it possible to have a drone do specifically that?
To do
What do you?
what?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Just kind of be continuously watching the place before we go up, so that we can.
The battery time on them is basically an hour.
Yeah, that is a
Okay.
possibility, but you've got time limitations then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking just having it live in the air, like as we're infiltrating.
Yep. That might be the fucking. A question of once we were inside, because we never actually planned anything for once we were inside.
Yeah, we didn't really get much specifics on there. I assume there's going to be bypassing some physical, like, doors. And then also hacking into the database.
You do know that
What's the possibility of us just taking the whole database?
It's most likely server. I mean, I guess you just basically find the hard drives and take it.
you do
Yeah,
know
that's a
it
bigger-
was sorry. You do know it was probably stored in the files of Snow.
Yeah,
Since
we
she
know
was the
who
one who-
has the files,
Yeah.
and they want to keep it from spreading, so it wouldn't be on like a server that everyone can access.
Right.
So, what's stopping us from taking literally just all of her computing equipment and then amscraying?
Well, yeah, I mean, you are telekinetic, so that would be a little bit more
Yeah,
feasible.
weight isn't an issue.
And sometimes just stealing the hardware is the easiest way to go about it.
I suppose. I I guess also one thing I'll be doing is I guess suppressing security. As part of, I guess we need to assess what do I need to do for hacking to suppress security, like the cameras, basically make them think everything's working.
We want to answer one question at a time. So you've got a question of, can you just lift the data, the actual equipment out? And that you guys weren't able to, or I don't believe you did, actually check Miss Snow's office for what you'd see inside, did you?
No,
Yeah,
we
I
have
don't.
no way of getting in there.
I don't believe we know exactly where the files would be located either. Right? I mean, that's the assumption, is that they'd be there, I suppose, but we don't know for certain that is where they are.
There's always the possibility that she just has it on a flash drive on her person at all times. But at that point, you know, we're playing Shadowrun.
At that point, this becomes an assassination mission. Um, um, I don't really know the answer to what it, why can't you just pull the whole thing out. It really comes down to how visible do you want this to be?
If they can just rewind the cameras, it doesn't matter. We're guaranteed to be spotted.
Yeah, but how much of a mess? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that would bring more heat, even if it's. No, I guess they may not necessarily rewind the cameras. I don't know. I see what you're saying.
If
but...
the security system, including cameras, is hacked, then they may not have the ability to rewind the cameras.
If that's the case, then that would be that case. However, we do have to deal with the fact that there are just armed guards in there, and we are not equipped to take care of armed guards. We're kind of on a time crunch on how long it takes them to block the door.
I guess that's good. How are, I guess, customs here? One thought I had was having combat drones, like, on standby, but I probably can't do that. That's probably not going to hold up to any significant combat on their own.
Right, and
Even with
they do
links.
search you, especially coming from a armed shuttle.
Okay, yeah. So like, I assume the only drone I actually brought was the stealth one that comes with, it looks just like an innocuous briefcase.
Right. Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. I assume stealth drones come with something like that.
I mean, even if they look at it, it's still just a drone. It doesn't have weapons on it.
Correct.
So those are your
I
challenges.
was thinking it'd be quieter.
How do you want to enter? Are you going to be hacking the security systems? And do you want to just take the entire computer that you identify belongs to Snow? Or do you want to try and be quieter and take just the data?
Here's also a question too: is the security's? I mean, they're not. Is it shoot first, ask questions later, or would it be like would they take us in for questioning? I would assume they would not attempt to kill us.
They would not. Yeah, they would not attempt
to
kill you right off the bat.
So we could throw ourselves upon the mercy of the legal system if things go, belly up.
Mm-hmm.
We do, have some resources there.
You do?
Maybe.
Oh, we have not had music this entire session. Whoopsies.
We haven't.
Now we've got strategic combat music.
That's that new season soundtrack we were talking about.
Clearly.
Look, Dead Silence is a soundtrack.
Silence is the new black.
Sound of silence.
Alright, the guards
And
catch you.
copyright
they shoot
strike.
you.
But I was being so silent, singing about silence. All right. I mean, let's try. I mean, I would favor the quiet approach. Hack the cameras. Just try to get the database.
Well,
Just to get
we
the
can
information.
always do both. Going loud can be a backup plan always.
Yeah. Well, going loud in this case would be a fairly quick switch. So.
Yeah, going loud would just be, hey, grab everything and then run.
I do feel like going loud though does encourage possibly them shooting at us. So just putting that out there. Versus, if you're just going quiet the whole time, you get called out, and it's like, it's like going quiet. I don't know. You see what I'm saying there?
I do see what you're saying. I'm not.
But I will include the possible option of going loud if it seems like we're gonna get shot anyways or something along those lines.
This is a telekinesis question. This is a psychic question that I have to ask.
Okay.
How does attempting to carry somebody work? Can I just negate somebody's weight with telekinesis?
I think we said you can do it if they have willing, right?
Yeah, so you can only carry willing targets. So are you...
Yes.
Yeah, what do you mean by negate someone's weight?
To make someone effectively 0G.
To make someone effectively weightless so that I could carry them without being hindered by their immense weight.
Are you calling Nemesis fat?
Yeah, I was wondering if that's what you were saying.
Can you be more specific, Knox? Who is this person that you want to make weightless, and what's...
If it came down to it, and we did have to run away,
I
know
that
that
runner.
I am a significantly better runner.
Ah.
And so, would I be able to say, grab her and go?
Basically, telekinesis me, as a GTFO plan.
Because if that happens, I can just, pick up, run on top of some, building, and then we can't be shot at anymore. Unless they have curving bullets, in which case we lose. That's game over.
You have seen that they deploy drones.
Okay.
So that is a consideration for you. You could certainly move.
Well, I can immediately bot scrap drones, so that's not an issue.
You can move Nemesis with telekinesis, but remember that it does take an action for you to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can telekinesis multiple targets at once.
I can. Telekinesis 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So it would really become a problem of literal strength carrying capacity.
I think Nemesis is light enough that you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. It would be Nemesis and the computer at that point.
I still don't think it would be an issue. You're fine
Okay.
on the strength side.
All right. I'm working on the numbers problem because that's where I always work from.
Understood.
In that case, we can try to do go quiet through. We had said we'd just go through the closest doors.
That's
because
actually
they
the
are
only door
closest
that's not
doors.
immediately visible to Oops, so
Yeah.
I think that was another reason you decided on that one.
There's. I had forgotten. You said there was a building to the back of this one.
There is.
Okay. So I think that's where we come in from.
Yep.
It's just easier to drop down.
I mean, that all works for me. I mean, at this point, I think it's up to the dice, right?
Yeah.
And at the moment decisions. But we've got a plan. Right, on
All
third
right.
draft, possibly final. Which I believe is Dr. Snow's office, wherever that is.
I think I pinned your plan. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
is. Oh, maybe it's pinned now.
No, I.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pinned in player planning.
Oh, I'm
I
in
mean,
the wrong channel.
it's also. I mean, it's also. Yeah. I mean, still
It's right there.
pretty close to the bottom. Yeah. I've just been editing it.
Okay. All right. So are you guys springing into action?
As soon as we
I
have
guess
our driver back.
I
Yeah.
think that was the assumption is we're only going in once that's and I think that's agreed upon having been the case now. We're
Yes.
good to go. All right, we're live. Oh, I guess I need to also disable cameras. Which would be suppress the system.
Do you have line shots?
Yes, I do have line shots.
You mind passing me some of them so that I can place them if we need them?
Yep, I think I've got 7. I'll just go ahead and hand you 4 of them for the
Okay.
purposes of this, and I'll deduct however many we use in the end. That leaves 3 for me, just in case. Was there anything we could see connections-wise for hacking from outside the building, or would I basically have to get into the building and then hack the cameras?
A spot visual inspection suggests that you should be able to disarm the. You should be able to access the security because it does link to the door. But obviously, you won't be able to get to any of the actual computers inside the building from the outside. That would be too easy.
Yes, it would be. That wouldn't be very sci-fi of me at all. Or what is it? It's not sci-fi action of me at all. There we go.
Right. It would be modern day Wi-Fi hacking, not
Yeah. Can I just do some war driving?
no.
Said.
So you guys are approaching from basically whatever building is over here. Trying to avoid
Scrap the whole plan, drop a grav tank on the building, and call it a day.
Yeah, change the plans. Drop the drop pod. Test it. All right, Jai, drop it.
And you're approaching this door over here?
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to start you off with Charlie making a wisdom sneak check. And this is wisdom because you're trying to find a path here that does not look obvious, hey, those people are sneaking to anybody that might be walking around, but also is going to limit your exposure to the OOPS cameras.
Okay. Is there a modifier for this being a plan?
Yeah, it'll be. I could basically automatically assist you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Retroactively. Using my administer. Here, I'll span your text here with the planner feature. Focus.
Wow, that's long. I am
Yeah, it
trimming
is.
some of that fat on there, by the way. I'm
Alright.
removing the maintenance of plans because I don't really think it adds anything to focus.
Yeah, I mean I can manage 2 plans, and that's gracious plenty with just +1 intelligence.
Yeah.
That should just basically, yeah, you get 2 plans.
Well, it just
Or
just
just
doesn't
not
need
even
to be a
maining.
limit.
Yeah, you're right.
The limit will be GM says you've got too many plans.
Yep.
That puts you guys right over here. And I'm gonna shrink one of you. Actually, I'll shrink both of you down, real tiny.
Oh, no. I didn't think about the shrink rate part of the plan.
Let's see, 35.
Do we still need to unlock the door, or can we just go under it like borrowers?
You will still need to unlock the door.
I crawl through the keyhole.
You're not that small.
Any
Ah.
mice? Can we go through a mouse hole?
I feel small.
There you guys go. You are at the door.
Do.
All right. This is an easier door to hack, or probably easier to. Are you saying I could hack it from the door essentially, the cameras?
So here you're facing 2 obstacles. one, the door is physically locked. It, it just has it does not appear to have a lock that is controlled by any security system, except for a badge in. You've also got an actual security system which you can easily see now that you're right up against this door. Will trigger once the door is opened. So you will have to hack that security system.
Okay.
And then you'll also have to open the door or unlock the door.
Well,
I think
I'll go
there's
ahead and start in the
physical
hacking.
door stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Let us suppress that system. Because I don't think really subverting or sabotaging is worth the effort. So, program it.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. And yes, this is hacking.
Oh, yeah. I'd actually forgotten about that. It's been so long since I've rolled 3d6.
Okay.
Ah, ugh.
The security on this door is suppressed.
Solid. Gonna roll
For
sneak.
1d4
You can.
plus program skill. Let me see what's that. 4 to
Roll well.
40
There we
to 70
go.
minutes. Just for the sake of it, let's go ahead and see.
I'll roll that.
Oh. Okay, I guess you could roll it too.
And
1d4
it's-
plus program skill times 10 minutes.
Yeah.
For the effects of the hack.
It's just an hour.
So,
and then we can get it
6
here for the next hour.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 hour.
No, I'm taking my roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you don't like us knowing.
Yeah, this is
Well, I have a minimum of 40 minutes.
yeah. This is one of those
So-
things that I'm not telling you for the tension.
Well, let's see how tense up to 40 minutes can be.
Right. Plus, you can always just add a line shunt to it and make it permanent.
Yeah, well, we'll address that question about 30 minutes in. How about the physical security on that door? How's that going, Charlie?
That
I
is.
rolled for it.
Yep, that's done. The door can be opened.
All right. Open the door. Just peek in real quick.
Okay. You've entered what appears to be kind of a security closet type thing. Not security closet, but it's
Security guard turns around.
no. There is no security guard in here. There are various supplies. Excuse me. And it actually looks like this door that you're peeking through was added after the building was built. It has the telltale signs of the paint doesn't match, and that's it.
Okay.
Dead giveaway.
Mostly to Charlie as an entry specialist. This looks, yeah, it's basically just it's a door that was added at some point after the building was built, and this is usually a boon for him because it adds more entrances, and those are usually done because building codes change or the building wasn't built to code. So this was only ever intended to be a supply closet.
Okay. So, is the next door also locked?
The next door is also locked.
All right.
Is it secure?
Same way, or
There's no alarm on this one, but it is locked in. Well, it's not locked in the same way. I think I just answered your question. There's no alarm on the door. It is locked.
okay? I'm just going to try and break into that one as well.
Okay.
Still need to address those cameras, yes? Or is that wasn't part of the same roll in the door, right?
No, that was not part of the same roll on the door.
Okay.
If you want to try and address the cameras from here, you would need something like data face tap.
which I don't think. Oh, I don't have a bit database tab. That's right.
Yeah, I thought you
My
did.
backpack. Tab, yeah, data lines through ordinary walls and generate energy manipulation fields. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start working on that then.
Okay.
I'll let that resolve
I
before.
guess the question is, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I guess just let us know how long we spent on each step here. Tapping a data line with the meta tool takes at least 1 minute. I forgot that I had time. Using a datapad to hack a wireless network takes 10 minutes.
Yeah,
seems good.
unless you've got a prepared hack.
Oh, yeah. Alright, and then how long does it take last?
I technically should have asked you to write down what your prepared hacks were.
Yeah.
But they're more or less included in the plan. So disabling
Yeah,
the cameras
like
is a prepared hack.
door cameras, and well, I guess the door wasn't, but I guess we got through that okay.
Yeah.
But I would presume I would have thought of that. But yeah,
The
I
only
guess
prepared hack
just
would be
to
the-
summarize: door cameras and then database.
Okay. So you were able to find a data line that links up to what appears to be the camera system through the halls.
All right, witty one-liner as I hack into it,
Okay.
and submit my daemon for inspection.
What are you trying to do when you hack into it?
Just kind of like the classic, like, oh, it's just playing on a loop kind of deal.
Okay. And actually, I guess right now you're skilled enough that you found the data line, and so you can observe it right now. You'll need to do something with it before long, because this kind of unhacking intrusion will be detected after a few minutes. But for right now, you can see that there are cameras that I'm on the wrong.
I guess I could also kind of essentially, now that I got the ghost talk transceiver, I can also kind of put like a little HUD in my screen, the actual camera feeds. Right.
If you wanted to leave a data slab here to transmit it, you could.
I mean, I do have. Oh, I don't have the other data slab on me though. So no, that's fine. We won't worry about it.
What is
I
it?
see your point.
Oh, that's different. That is a different thing.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, but I guess I'll check their facings.
The ones we really need to worry about are just these two.
Unless this is. Oh no, that's the lobby, isn't it?
that is the lobby, yeah. And you can see that the guard that is sitting in the lobby is still sitting there. You do not see the other guard on any of these cameras.
Oh, just want to say, I'm closing these doors behind us.
Okay.
You put the little slip of paper so it doesn't actually latch. Actually, I don't know if that's really a thing on these doors.
For the outer door, it might just be safer to lock it in case he tries to lock every time.
Yeah, well, it probably locks and unlocks from inside.
That makes the whole thing trivial. So
Although I guess it could require a key on either side, but that's excessive, right? That's also probably some sort of fire code violation.
Yeah, it is. So you do not see the guard that intermittently patrols.
That's probably fine. Not even on the observation drone.
Oh, I forgot you have the observation drone.
Aha! Look out! Eyes in the sky.
The other guard is over here. I'll put him down as an infopog. Gonna be huge.
He's a giant. He's gonna squish us under his feet as we are tiny.
Fixed.
That's more manageable.
So yeah,
There we go.
those are done. Let's get.
And he is walking in this direction.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and roll a dex sneak if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Roll well. Thank you.
You have unlocked the door.
Do I need to roll for the cameras, right?
You do.
Oh, I guess I guess if I was gonna take control in the way I was thinking, it would be subverting anyways, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you can either suppress them so that they are just shut down, which may raise some alarms.
Oh, subverting then is what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
What modifier am I looking at here, by the way? This is the minor government office, essentially.
This is you are looking at modifiers that the GM has, and will tell you when you succeed or fail.
Is this all considered part hacks on the same
No,
system?
I actually did tell you what the modifiers were, I believe, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I just
Yeah.
can't remember. Well, my question right now though is each hack after the first. These are all essentially the same network, right? So that would be applying.
No. You're fortunate in that the security is disconnected from the eventual data you'll be accessing. But of course, if it was connected, you could just try and get the data from here. So this is a new system that you'd be hacking. And
Okay.
this is
I'll
actually
add
only a
+2.
+1 modifier.
Okay, so not especially sensitive. That was the other one I was considering as a possibility. So this is to subvert the cameras. So
Okay.
subvert,
Successful.
which I think you kind of gave me the information on that anyways, as if I had. So now it's all right in the world.
13
All right.
is rolling strong.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are rolling strong.
12, 14, 13, 13. Haven't even used planner yet. I still got my expert reroll and the plan reroll. All right, let's go into the let's find Dr. Snow's office, which I think was the one. I'm assuming the one marked with X.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right.
That I failed to draw a door on. There, it now has a door.
Well, it has a hash mark on it.
But that's
Oh,
what doors look like.
Is it though?
As you exit your supply closet, the hallway is dimly lit by just kind of general night lighting, and you can hear the security guard in the lobby laughing and guffawing at something. There,
Yeah, he can.
doors. From your drone, you see that the other security guard is continuing on around.
So we're gonna go into the marked door.
It is also locked.
Excellent.
It appears to have security attached to it as well. Or not security,
Every
but
door.
alarm.
Every door is double locked.
Well, I would assume. So I assume like with sneak, Charlie could actually like open the door without triggering the alarm, but it would not be suppressing it for. Like that would be like just this one opening, I guess, right?
Right.
Kind of between sneak and program. Gotcha.
We'd be opening the door to get inside and close the door.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
is kind of the plan, anyways.
It's true.
So, I think I can roll with that. But I'm Tish.
That is
So we're-
sufficient to make it inside.
This was the office that we're okay. Yeah.
X marks the place.
Hi, sneakhead, right behind you. gently closing the door. And then we find out there's no computers in here. It's all like literal physical files.
It's just guards that are just disguised as paneling.
No, they're all disguised as filing cabinets.
Yeah,
Each
file
file is
cabinet
another
thing?
even smaller guard.
Oh God.
Please tell me there's computers.
The computers are also guards.
There are computers, and the computers are not guards. There are. This room is. I didn't describe it very well last time, so I'm going to try and do better this time. So, over there in the center, you get the door coming in, and a desk that's essentially the receptionist desk. All along here are essentially workbenches with computers and projects on them. The space over here is kind of open floor space. It's occupied right now, or it's not empty right now. There is a stack of boxes that look like they are part of some report on something having to do with volcans or volcanoes. Clearly not relevant to you or to Jai. And you're not sure which one was Magda's computer. Also a computer at the receptionist desk that now looks like a TV.
I was under the impression that this was just her office.
No, this is a group office setting.
Okay.
She had taken Jai to a private room to talk to him, but that was not her office that she went to. This is her
Okay.
office.
All right.
And based on what was said to me, this would be where the data was kept.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the big important question is this all is there a server that this uploads to, or is it all just
You don't see any equipment in here that would qualify as a server. What do you guys want to do?
I want to hack computers. Or sorry,
Do you want to just pick one and sit down?
yeah. I mean, I would assume they're in the same room. They're networked in some way.
Okay.
So unless I can distinguish anything between them, I might as well just.
Do they have personal effects on the desks that might indicate who they belong to?
That's not a bad idea.
There are some personal effects on the desk, or along the lab area there, mostly pushed back. Looks like
Is there a snow globe on one?
there are no snow globes.
Dang.
And go ahead and give me a notice wisdom check if you're searching around for anything that might be identifiable as Magda Snows. If Charlie is helping search, you can also make a roll.
okay?
I'm sorry. You want me to roll notice?
Yeah, with wisdom, please.
I can do that. My wisdom's a whopping +0, but I have a +1 on notice.
This is me helping.
You were both searching separately,
Okay.
and Charlie is the first to find something that looks like it might belong to Magda Snow. he sees tickets to some concert. Not concert, opera that is billed to a Magda.
Charlie's just gonna send that over through visual feed, which is a thing this cyberware can do.
Mm-hmm. You guys are able to wordlessly communicate and direct to that computer. Nemesis wants to go and sit down at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a pen in the seat, isn't there? And I'm gonna yelp.
There's
What
no
a
pin
cruel
in the seat.
prank.
A whoopee cushion would be a great security device against hackers, though.
Yeah, what hacker's gonna look down at the seat before they sit down?
Right?
It doesn't look cool.
um.
So it could also just be doing the whole standing at the desk thing,
The chair is alarmed.
hunched over.
Yeah. Okay.
I said press security on the chair.
The security is suppressed.
It's suppressed on my butt. Anyways, what's this computer got for me?
Well, it's got a bright screen that shines into this little office space as if a computer had just been turned on. In addition to that, it looks like it is a endpoint terminal that connects to something else. So Nemesis is certain that there's not going to be any data on these physical computers.
But I should be able to access it from here.
You should be able to access it from here.
All right. Well, that was the original plan. I guess.
Does mean there is in fact a server somewhere in the building.
That yeah. That
Somewhere
would.
around the
Mhm.
building.
If you're going with their loud option, we would have to get that rather than the terminals here. Which
That's
I
correct.
guess that's to be. Yeah, I would find it weird. I would assume it's just files restricted to Doctors No, so much as physically kept elsewhere. We don't want to leave the building right now. I see.
I see you moving back there.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to just
Yep.
hacking and see if I can't get that data remotely.
Okay.
Give him a
Semi-
little shave and a haircut.
Um,
What with the drone?
No,
Oh,
it's the
Nemesis. Sorry. Nemesis finds that you're going to need to place a line shunt. She is beginning to hack in, beginning to check out the data architecture, and a line shunt will be required to make it any further.
I'm guessing like somewhere in the hallway or another office.
It absolutely is in the hallway. Of course, how would you guess that?
I don't know. Weird guess.
Let's
So
use
in that
green
case,
for this one.
I point Charlie in the right direction. That's the only one I need, though, right?
That is the only one that you need, yes.
All right.
And
That seems like
by happenstance, the server room is also over here.
okay. Well, I mean, if you want to be able to go loud, that would be the place for you to be, anyways.
Okay. At that point, would it be possible to suppress the door?
Oh,
or
for
the alarm
hacking.
on that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll go ahead and do that because we may want to be in and out of this room.
Um, the alarms on the insides of the doors here, or inside the building, does appear to be connected throughout. So you actually have the ability to suppress any one of these doors. They're
Okay.
a separate action, I believe. No, it's not supposed to be a separate action. It's just
Like when I do it, I can do it on whichever ones I want. Because like basically, if it was gonna be pretty much any of the doors,
Yeah.
it would just be this one in the server room. We're not really concerned about any others.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm not here to get a little bit off the top. to try to get a little bit extra or anything.
So yes, you can go ahead and hack the alarm system for those doors.
Just suppressing, I suppose. 14. Yeah, we can't roll below a 10 unless it's notice. And, I'm not worried about that one.
All right.
So server room and the office. Suppress.
I'm not gonna make Charlie roll again on this door, but you do not have camera feed to see what this security guard is doing, and this wall was also glass.
It shouldn't matter too much, because what Charlie is going to do is he's going to just kind of like peek the door open and then just telekinesis the thing across the room.
Okay.
Just slide it along the ceiling until it hits place.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to go along the ceiling. Yourself.
You can also do that.
It is an option, but a significantly higher chance of being seen.
Yeah, but it'd be more humorous if you did get seen. Okay. The guy just happened to stretch and look looking up. Was like, wait, what the?
Go ahead and roll me telekinesis and either wisdom or constitution.
I'll go ahead and take wisdom on that one, Chief.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Okay. The line shunt gets placed. 8 minutes have passed, and you hear the door over here, the pad on it beep as if a secured, one of those little Sonitrol cards, secure cards, has unlocked it. Hello?
Yep,
Yeah.
we heard.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. I heard. I'm still in the office, right? So.
You are.
We're both kind of in the office.
Yeah. It's easy enough to reclose this door, the door
Yeah,
that
just
you're
gonna do
in.
a quick lock on it.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. You can't see him anymore. But you do know that he just accessed the door to come into this hallway.
That's probably fine. He's not going to check the rooms, right? He's probably going to check the rooms. I see in the back.
The rooms did have glass windows, so he will be able to see in.
Oh, from outside. So we just need to duck behind some desk for a bit, huh?
And probably turn off the computer, or at least the monitor.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed the power button on that monitor.
Okay.
If that's the case, then no, it doesn't matter. Doors stay locked just in case he tries the door.
He does walk past you, moseying and ambling. How long after he passes do you want to continue?
Can I bypass using the monitor and just basically plug in my data pad and just basically be sitting under the desk working on the hack?
Send it straight to the iPad, the interface.
That's a sci-fi thing.
I'm pretty sure you nowadays you could probably just plug it in and do that. If you're just changing the monitor, basically.
I mean, there's already ways to use your phone as another monitor.
Right. The only risk that you really face with that is basically having to plug your data slab in. It's an extra intrusion. It's better to use the terminal in front of you, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I guess it wasn't really part of the plan, right? Uh, I think I'm fine with risking another intrusion in order to avoid the physical security, because I'm more concerned about the physical security right now, or the actual security individuals.
Okay.
Since I've subverted the cameras and everything already.
Okay. Well, if you want to make a quick check for that, it
All right.
it does add to your ongoing difficulty.
Okay, but this is gonna be this part is gonna be its own system, right? Or is this along with the doors, the internal doors?
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
that's fine. I'll do it.
This is its own private system. This is the actual
Yeah, that's
peer
fine.
office database now.
Yep, because I should only be doing essentially one query against the system for the actual data. So
Now,
that is perfectly fine.
Keep in mind that we house ruled some time ago that you don't need to roll checks to find where the line shunts are to be placed, but they do still count as an access.
Okay.
So you've already
So we're at
accessed the system once.
Okay, and this will do. So it'll be 9, 10. So this will put. So with this one, it puts us up to 11, and then I need to be to 12 to actually get the data.
And this
If
one
I think I'm
actually
doing my
is
math right.
an especially sensitive system, so you've got +2 from the difficulty of the system.
Okay. Well, especially. Okay. Yeah. Because government.
Mm-hmm.
10.
So
Let's
right
see,
now your
11.
difficulty modifiers are 3 because of the line shunt access.
That would be the final, right? It's a +3.
Mhm.
No, wait, no. I think 13 will be the final total for the
Yeah.
final query. I
I'll say as a GM, you might actually be trying to put too much thought on
Into
avoiding the
the
physical security.
guard.
Since you've got
Yeah.
the hack prepared, it's technically a 6-second action to
Okay.
execute it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If it was
okay.
10 minutes, I would totally be on board with you, spending the extra time, but
You're right.
you'll be able to do it
So
before
I'll-
he reaches the end of the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So yeah, no, I won't go through that trouble then.
Okay.
In which case, it's just the straight to the end, right? Doing the data hack on the terminal after I turn the monitor back on.
Yeah, you're trying to get general information, or if you want to go for all of it, complete database acquisition. You know that there's going to be more data in there than just what Jai's looking for.
Yeah.
And
that's another
it's
+2. That's 15 instead of 13.
Yeah.
It is.
Now
I don't
you
know.
guys should know you've still got your.
You're right. I've got
Psych.
everything for planning.
Well,
Mhm.
you've still got your playing stuff, and you still got your psych in.
It's like, I don't
The juice.
know that. I don't know. Would the juice work here?
Yeah.
Last first scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. So I'll pull out a little syringe. Look at Charlie. It's like, bottoms up.
Don't forget the side effects of it.
Yeah, combat's gonna be bad, right? Or let me see, what was it?
Dangerously unaware of their surroundings.
Okay. Well, I've got Charlie for that.
Mhm.
Charlie knows the effects of Psych 10, right?
Sure, it's probably been explained.
Okay. Well, with the assumption that Charlie knows to keep an eye on my surroundings and to pull me out of here, I guess there may be a concern about me not being a willing target for the telekinesis part under it, but that's a problem for future me.
Basically, consider that you become so narrowly focused that you're not even aware of your surroundings. Is basically the fiction in that.
All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Might as well. It's fun. Don't do
Okay.
drugs, kids.
No, do all the drugs.
All right. Yeah, we'll just go
Hey,
ahead and
do the drugs your doctor tells you to do.
We will do a complete database acquisition then.
Okay.
I should have a storage unit.
I believe you do.
So.
Wow.
Oh, easy.
That's a roll. Holy shit.
Yep.
Don't do drugs, kids. Plus 3, 2, 1.
And once you've started the complete database acquisition, you can go ahead and turn the monitor off. You are, however, going to be here for at least an hour. And yeah.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
Um,
At that point, will the drug wear off?
but I've already done the actual hack part. We're just doing the data
Right.
transfer.
Right.
Yep.
He's set up the decryption, or Nemesis has set up the decryption that is necessary to get this data off and usable.
It lasts like something like, is it 10? Oh, it lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah, your drug will have worn off. Your hack on this system is fine because you've got a line shunt placed for it. Your hack on the alarm system and the cameras will wear off.
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
The picture of the tickets, did that get sent to everybody or just to you two?
It's just between those two because they've got secured comm between them.
We've got a private channel going
Gotcha.
on.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Invite only, very hush hush.
Picture. Sorry, the picture of the tickets.
Yeah, the ticket. It's actually a ticket stub. That's why only her first name was on it.
Oh, okay.
But that's how you identified which computer was hers.
Gotcha. So I'll just play some solitaire on a Ghost Dog transceiver or whatever whatever two-player game software there is. Tucked to this dark room. I'm sure there's some sort of two-player game. Pong. We're playing Pong on our Ghost Dog transceivers.
Oh no. Okay.
If Charlie's okay with that.
How do you play Pong over? Well, whatever.
Don't worry. I have a video. I will link you.
What do you mean, how do you play Pong? I mean, it's one player is clearly the host. I mean, it's not like it's a strenuous, difficult thing to run.
No, I mean like, maybe I just don't know how Ghost Talk transceivers work.
I mean, it's basically a computer. It's almost a data slab in your head.
All right,
Well,
I thought it was just like a
or it's
fucking
more-
radio.
Well, it's more like a compad.
More
Well,
like
I
a
mean, no,
compad.
it can do. Yeah, it's like a compad. I mean, it can do video like overlays in your vision and
Alright.
everything.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, it could definitely play some very basic games.
Oh,
Yeah, that's,
okay.
yeah. In fact, it actually says it's a built-in compad.
All right. So Charlie and Nemesis are in there for an hour before the data storage.
Could I set? I guess like partway through, I'll set my drone down on top of that building over there.
Okay.
Because yeah, it can't operate for that long but I want to have for our exfiltration.
Right.
So I'll put it into standby.
Oh. Alrighty. GM has rolled dice.
Oh boy.
Okay. You set your drone down and power it off, or put it in standby. Just conserve some power so you can still fly it as you're leaving. The patrolling security guard steps into the room over here, has some conversation with the stationary guard, and then patrols 2 more times. For the complete database acquisition, because you had to hook up your storage device, I think it's reasonable that your storage device is linked to your data slab, so you get an alert on your data slab if there are any problems or when it's complete. And about an hour and 15 minutes later, it does finish up, sends you a message that all errors and conflicts have been resolved, and you have the full database of the peer office.
I don't know if Chai's going to be angry or happy.
Oh, not going to be angry.
He's not gonna be angry.
No, this is he'd actually appreciate that. So
All right.
Alright, so I guess we'll have to recheck the security on the doors.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll put the drone back up as we're leaving. I assume it has at least 10 minutes of battery left.
Yeah, I
Um,
assume that you had spent 32 minutes, or not 32 minutes, sorry, 8 minutes, just getting to that point, and then another, let's say 2 minutes. So you
Yeah.
spent 10 minutes, getting to the point where you decided that you were just going to do the complete database acquisition. So you could have, 45 minutes left on your drone.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you,
gracious money.
if Nemesis had decided, fairly quickly, fairly early on that she was
Well,
going to drop it.
it was definitely still in the air while I was doing the hack because of the psych-in, so that's at least 15 minutes there.
Okay.
Like after the psych-in wears off, I'm like, oh right.
I should do the drone.
So 30,
Yeah,
so
good
30
looking out.
minutes.
Okay. You know that the cameras are reactive. Do you put your drone back up into the air?
Yeah, let's see the feet get a line on the patrol. Where he's currently at.
Okay. Um,
Because technically, there's a chance they could hear something after I've landed it, or if it's taking off. But
right, and actually that
I'll leave that up to you.
appears to have occurred. As you're flying it up outside of weapons range, and refocusing, resuming, you see him outside at the corner over there, looking in the direction that it was flying away from.
How good you notice skill, Mr. Guard.
Well, he's pulling up his compad.
Oh no. All right, let's get these doors.
Now remember, these cameras are active again.
Yep, I know. Well, the doors and the cameras.
So
But,
we should probably turn those off before we leave, if that's possible.
Yeah, that's what I want to try to do. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. These will be repeated hacks, so.
Yeah.
But obviously, I can't roll anything lower than a 12, so we're probably fine. That's not actually true. Mind you, it's not actually true, but I believe it to be true right now.
Of course, it's just like Nemesis knows how to fly now.
Yeah, exactly.
So this will be your second hack on the alarm system if you want to do that. Otherwise, if you're just leaving the same way that you came in, you know that there are no other alarmed doors in your path.
Okay, you say the doors were back in service, or this alarms on those were back in service?
Yes, they are.
All right. Yeah, I guess thinking for the database acquisition did make this harder, but we had to add some difficulty.
Of course.
All right. Anyways, so this will be for suppressing the alarms on the doors that we need to get out of here.
Okay.
And then the cameras to Actually, I guess in this case, if I've already noticed he's taking notice of the drone, I might just go ahead and suppress them to make it just in case, rather than non-subverting.
What's the difference?
Basically, the suppressing, I think you said, would be noticeable because it's basically shutting down the cameras.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference in the hack roll?
Oh, it's +2.
Okay.
I'll do subvert, actually. So it reduce suspicion.
Nemesis also knows that the cameras are seeing you. Well, okay. Let me back up here. Nemesis doesn't know anywhere to hack the cameras from where you are inside this room.
Oh, okay.
That
So
was
we would
the
have to-
part that I was thinking and was wondering why you weren't taken into account. So yes, there's nowhere that Nemesis knows of inside this room that you can get to a camera data line.
I mean, where was that data phase tap going?
Data phase tap was going.
Was it like outside wall or was it like inside wall?
It
'Cause
was-
It's like inside wall. I'm right adjacent to that.
It was the inside wall, but all the way near the outside wall. It was basically. Let me find another color here.
Yeah, because I'm a little bit confused because I did have a data phase tap line that I could reach from this room here.
How far does the data phase tap go?
Let me see. The description says Within 5 meters through up to 10 centimeters of ordinary walls.
Ah, I think I did not realize that it was such a long range.
Well, I guess it's a matter if there's more than 10 centimeters of wall, because like the wall width is the biggest issue, I think, in this case.
Okay. One moment, please.
Like 5 meters is just like open air that can go through. That is pretty long.
Yeah, it's 15 feet. It's like a room.
Yeah. Still pretty far to be, hacking into something.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, actually, looks like the standard. I'm sure this was intentional. Standard
see
wall
now.
width is about 9 centimeters.
All right. Well, presumably I wouldn't be able to reach that still then, because it's 9
Right.
centimeters in the
So Nemesis knows where it is. It's within the 5-meter range, but there are too many intervening barriers, including the wall, the supply shelves, cans of paint.
Okay. So here's a question: if it's a prepared hack, I could still basically stick the data phase tab out this door, which would be noticed, but it wouldn't have our faces or anything on it.
No,
It'll just be
a prepared hack isn't just pressing one button.
dang it. But I mean, regardless, that's still how long would it take? It's still like 1 minute, or
We have facial covering. Or I have facial covering.
And
at
I think
least.
if you subvert, you can scrub your appearance from it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you
true, too.
can.
So,
Okay.
You'll,
Well,
you'll
I'll
be
still do.
you'll be seen traveling to a point where you can get to it, but the cameras will see.
But I can scrub the data. Like if he's looking at happens to be looking at the camera at the time, he would see me, but I could scrub the recording.
Right.
Seems like a plan to me.
if
Should
you,
have set up a date.
I was going to say, if you can tell Charlie where to put it, he can just go do that.
Well, you're talking about a lunch hunt.
Uh, are they different things?
If you've got a prepared hack, I think you can just have someone else put it in, can't you?
No, I've been running it as prepared hack is basically you know exactly what you're doing, and it only takes you a few seconds to get to the point where the hack
Put it in
becomes
the-
effective. But you're still
Yeah.
doing the hack right there.
Yeah, I can see that. Now that may be a research, like a project at some point too, though. Is like idiot-proof hacks. You give this little USB to someone, they plug it in.
Would
It does all the
basically be
work.
having an automated hack, because that's what it would
Yeah.
be doing.
I mean, that is a thing in real life too, I think. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Just a skeleton key.
I realize
Once-
it'll be a little.
Go ahead.
Like I said, I think that concept would be a project though for this. For
It
balance
would
purposes.
also make your job no longer relevant on the ship. Goodbye, Nemesis.
Well, no, I still need to prepare. I still need to prepare them for each particular application.
And also do planning.
Yes, that's true. So how are you
But
tackling this
I mean,
camera?
I would never have to be here myself. I still kind of like not even getting on the camera at all, but I'd also kind of, I guess, be nice to. How about we wait a second for this? He walks all the way around. Oh wait, no, he came in through this door the last time too, though.
He did, but right now he's still staring at the space where
Oh right, that
saw.
little timeline thing. Yeah, I think we just kind of scuttle through here. Hope the guys that look at the camera scrub the data, and
Okay.
then beat it. What do you
Can we
think,
put
Charlie?
the thing down on our way out? Is the thing
The
that we
line-
need to place a physical thing?
No, it's what's happening on Nemesis's side is to get to the cameras, she needs to basically access a line that is inside the wall. Data phase tap will allow her to do that, but she still needs to be at some kind of data slab terminal thing to be able to do anything with it.
Okay.
basically, if it's something that I could have set up like a lunch hunt for. But you know,
Line hunts are expensive.
no, they're not.
I guess on
Don't you
the
lie to
back
me.
end, and this isn't the thing that we're, but if we'd known that we were going to be here for longer than we can suppress the cameras, would we not have gone back
Well,
anyway to do
the
things?
database thing was a bit of off the cuff.
Yeah.
It was a split-second decision, but we did have a whole hour to plan
You
things
can-
out.
You can blame Nemesis for this. That was once again me getting greedy.
I'm also not. I haven't decided on whether line shunts can be placed after the hack is done.
Okay.
So if I had to make a decision on it split second, I would say no and then give it further consideration.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying like while we were waiting, go out
Yeah,
there
while
and
we're
apply the
waiting,
lunch
go
hunt.
out.
Yeah.
Do the line shot,
Oh.
rehack it if necessary.
I mean, rehacking it could certainly have been an idea. But for a whole 15 minutes, that Nemesis was zoned in on Pong with
Yep.
Psykin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because the original hack setting up the database thing didn't take up most of that time. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was beating you at Pong for a good 14 minutes there.
Charlie was paying no attention to the game at any point. He was losing exclusively.
All right. So how are you getting to that camera line?
I think just a good old scuttle.
Okay.
I mean, I it's either that or we wait to see what this guy's actually calling in.
We have
But-
the data. It'll take us almost literally no time at all to get outside.
Right. So the only reason to deal with hacking the cameras is to just scrub anything they saw,
Yeah.
covering our tracks essentially.
I will point out really quickly that you do have another option if you really wanted to. Charlie could use his mind powers to just
Destroy the cameras.
yeah.
It crossed my mind. It's a little loud for my taste, but
I was going to say, leaving is going to be, leaving without being seen is going to be impossible if we don't hack the thing. However, leaving without our identities being found out is really easy. All we have to do is cover our face and run.
yeah.
So they know somebody was here, but it's too late for them to do anything about it.
Well, I think that I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen anyways.
Yeah. We're
This
overthinking
guy's
it. We can
suspicions
just
are
get
already
out.
raised. Okay, you're saying don't even stop for the to wipe the cameras because
Yeah.
I guess you're right. It's gonna be hard to prevent them from noticing someone was here
Yeah. So just
at this
you know,
point.
I'm
put
gonna
your
GM,
go ahead.
I'm going to GM interject. So far, you haven't done anything that has left a trace.
Right, but I don't know. The question is, I mean, yeah, this guy was, I guess, just calling in, hey, unusual noise, right? Most likely. But to we'll
Okay.
leave a trace if this guy looks at the cameras as we're passing through, right? So that would be the trace, is that that would be significant, right? And that's just going to be pure chance.
Can we hear the guard right now?
Yes, he is still occasionally laughing at whatever he's watching.
Okay.
Probably not the cameras then.
One
Unless he
other
sees us the whole time and he's laughing at how dumb we look.
one other factor
We missed the camera.
that I had made note of but forgot to tell you. The reason that this got the especially sensitive system modifier is that there was new security installed very recently.
Suspicious.
Almost as if someone went around asking for it and then threatened to just take it. Or made vague threats of some sort.
Okay. I'm glad I could make things more challenging for you.
Thanks for the +1, Jai.
You're welcome.
That's okay though. I haven't even used the planner to aid anything.
The other implications about that are that if there are any traces of activity here,
They'll have
suspicion
suspicion on-
will throw, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Okay,
trying
so
to GM guide you. I'm just putting out things
Yeah.
that your characters are aware of.
Would be aware of.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like if he's watching something other than the cameras, it seems he is most likely. I think we could risk the couple of seconds we're out in this hallway, right?
To get into the supply closet.
I get in the supply closet. I scrub the data on the cameras for that short little bit, because unless the system's automatically alerting to movement, which, judging from the fact that they have another patrol, they got to walk to that hallway. I
Sounds
don't
like a big
think
no.
that's a serious concern. Yeah. Yeah, and I think actually to distract that guy, I can also send the drone out over this way, within audible range, to draw his attention over there.
Okay.
Makes sense to you? So I think that's what we do. We scuttle. We're on cameras for a second. Hope the guy didn't see us. I don't think there's anything we can do to avoid this guy potentially happening to catch us on camera. But if he's not looking at that for those couple seconds, though, we were never here, right?
Yeah.
And if he does, it is what it
From
is.
the start, there's no chance.
I can't think of another way, unless I guess you could do something to distract him from looking at the camera, possibly. Like,
Sure,
making
but
noise
that would
out
also
here.
just get his attention and make him suspicious.
It would, yeah. So it would arouse his suspicion, but it would maybe keep him from. It may just make him think, oh, it's just a win.
I mean,
I think we just go with what I said.
Yeah.
We just hope he doesn't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a brief second.
Are
Roll the
you
dice, if you
trying to
will.
be quick and sneaky about jumping into that supply closet?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we are trying to, be quiet enough he doesn't hear us, and also minimize the amount of time we're on screen.
Okay. Remember that it was locked, so Charlie will need to disengage that lock real quick.
How long does that take?
A few seconds, depending on his roll. The way you guys have been rolling, like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If you roll worse, it could take upwards of 30 seconds.
Okay. I think that's acceptable risk.
Does Charlie go out before Nemesis then? Or are you both going out
I
together?
mean, I'll just go out together right behind
Okay.
Charlie.
Do
All
these
right.
doors lock on both sides?
Yes, they are locking on both sides.
Okay.
Not at the fire code.
Well, it's a badge lock.
Oh, all right.
The outer door does not lock on both sides. This door was just a regular deadbolt on this side.
This is
Okay.
not the safest fire door imaginable.
Yeah, they would probably get in trouble for this.
But it was a recent addition. They've not been
Make,
inspected
make,
yet.
make note to report it to OSHA.
Yeah, the
Alright.
the lock on this door definitely was there the entire time. The other door is what was added. The external door is what was added.
Oh, so that was always not up to OSHA. All right.
Yeah,
To only have one entrance to the building. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
they
one
have
one
two fire
emergency
exits. They need to have a third one over here.
Oh.
Anyways.
I'm not familiar with OSHA standards, so for La Miera, 2 is fine.
Should I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roll well? Yeah, no.
Do you want to use the planned reroll for that? I don't think another +1's gonna make a big difference on that.
Yeah,
No,
I
the
guess
difficulty
so.
is 10.
And we still had the planned reroll, so
Yeah. Gonna use that plan reroll then.
Okay,
Do better?
that is
Thank you.
better. You both get into the supply closet fairly quickly. If this guard rolls a 10 to do the job that he is supposed to be doing, then he sees you.
all right. Hopefully he's bad at his job.
He is bad at his job because he had a -2 penalty. He was
Nice.
still just watching whatever he's got going on his data slab.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do my little hack here to scrub the data.
Okay.
Never here. I think this is plus something on it, but it's whatever.
This
That way
is
I'm
at a
left with
+2. Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Roll me a sneak wisdom. This is for Nemesis. Sneak wisdom for the attempt to distract the external guard.
All right. Wisdom.
Okay. He
Now,
is.
I do saw my expert reroll. I don't know if that's,
Nope.
but you said, yeah, it's not an outright failure, I'm guessing.
That is a success. It could be better if you want to use the plan administrator.
Oh, yeah. So arguably that part was off the cuff. up
That's
to you.
true. That is off the cuff.
But I also haven't used it, so I'll let you make that decision. That is entirely up to you whether that's a 9 or a 10.
I'm gonna keep it as a 9.
Okay.
Distracting the external guard with a drone was not included in the plan. Your distraction is sufficient, but it's not complete, and you will still need to make sneak checks, both of you, to leave this area without attracting his attention. And
Okay.
the difficulty of this is only an 8 because you did do a good job distracting him. Sorry, only a 6. So Charlie doesn't even need to roll.
Yeah, that should be doable for me. So we'll go ahead and roll those sneak checks to get out of the building.
Yep. This will be sneak dex for Nemesis.
Sneak dex.
And this is getting out of the building and away from the building.
very
Not
easy.
bad.
Okay. All right, you guys have. Oh, there it is. I thought for a second that we had forgotten the camera scrubbing check, but no, it's up there.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the one that's like, oh yeah, the modifier doesn't really matter because I got a 15.
You guys have gotten in and out with the only evidence of anything untoward being that the guard saw, and as Nemesis was streaking the drone past and focusing more on the audio, he was calling it in.
Yeah, I mean they report. I assume like normal security thing. They report any oddities, but that's not necessarily that something happened.
Right.
Really?
He's actually just calling Larry to report an unauthorized drone. Period. It's not specific to this location. It's just that there's not supposed to be any drones other than Larry drones flying.
Gotcha.
Question.
Mhm.
And this is just something that I forgot to mention. Can Charlie pull back the line shunt on their way out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess in this case, yeah, we don't. If we're leaving as little trace as possible,
Yeah, that's fine.
that would eventually be found.